All right, you guys are now in the temple. I believe you've taken your long rest. There's a 6 hour or 4 hour rest.
Oh, are we taking an hour-long rest?
No, I believe you just took your long rest.
We just took one.
Oh, we did.
Oh,
Okay, I had no hit dice to spend on it anyway, so...
Yeah. Well, I got two that I can spend on.
yeah, I probably should spend one.
Oh, one did.
Oh. Spend it better than that. There we go. Oh, that's Caster.
That's mine.
One more for good luck. Not bad. 14.
Alright, so the doctor spends most of that rest, I guess, away from the rest of the group, but after the first few hours have passed, he comes back, and the first person he goes up to is Castamar, and stepping in front of him, he looks at you right in the eyes, Castamar, and he says, thank you. You stopped me from doing something I would likely have regretted.
I wish I hadn't had to, but I'm glad that I did. If we are going to survive this, we need to survive it together.
Yes, you're right. Sometimes when my temper gets the better of me, especially when spell scrolls are concerned, and magic in general is concerned.
I remember the draw of magic, not for myself, but my brother was also apprenticing as a wizard.
Hmm.
I remember
I didn't know you had a brother.
not many. Well, that's because I no longer do.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. I reach out my hand and I ask, can you forgive me?
Of course. There's nothing to forgive any longer.
Thank you. I know you being connected so close to the weave of magic has made me excessively sensitive to it. I find I get angrier when I have invocation spells at the tip of my fingers. So
I again, no forgiveness needed for me. I look over at Schmiegel.
Schmickel's looking over the tome of the big book that was in the center of the church.
This book is a prayer book. It lists many of the prayers to Moradin and Dumathoin. Many rites.
He's
I look
just
o-
gonna page over and look through each of them, just kind of light reading.
Oh, you get reminded of your distant past and your childhood when you were praying in the dwarven temples. A lot of these prayers seem familiar.
If there's one that would need to hear those words, it is possibly him. You have known him longer than I.
yeah. Just as a little side note, by saying that the invocation spells make me a little angry and hard to control, I want to imply that I would try to stay away from them and cut back on my damage dealing spells.
There are many paths of the magic. I remember that much from my brother's studies. I'm sure you will find replacements.
Probably. Tell me, what type of magic did your brother study? I'm curious now.
He was, I believe you would call it the abjuration magics, the protection magics.
Okay. I know several of those spells, but they're not my most favorite. They're very useful for when for countering other wizards.
Unfortunately, not as useful in the protection against the physical manifestations of a certain wizard.
By a certain wizard, what do you mean?
A necromancer
Ah,
and his summons or conjurations or whatever they were.
necromancy. As a scholar and a wizard, necromancy is probably the most misunderstood of magics. It is the most easiest to succumb to its dark desires. But used properly, it has several branches of knowledge that have been very useful throughout history. It's a risky school of magic to learn.
Risky? Yes, I can believe that. Useful? Well, I'm not a wizard, so I don't have to worry about that. Or my thoughts about that.
It most certainly has both its perks and, well, let's say more cons than pros.
Well, let me know when you're ready to go.
I'd say I'm about good.
Where are you heading off to?
Well, since we've wasted enough time dilly-dallying, the last piece was supposed to be in the Nexus.
Yes,
and you guys have said
as were many of the undead there. It's possible that one of them has taken it.
And it wasn't there when you guys were first stopped by, but there must be clues leading towards whereabouts.
When you had stopped by last, the area, you saw an empty altar, and you were informed that this piece was supposed to be put on top of that altar.
Seems like the best place to start our investigation.
Should I go close to the book? Hey, let's get a move on then.
Okay, you guys travel back to the area marked number 7, which is the Nexus. As you approach the area, just this stink of decay fills the air. This area is a big consolidation of many different tunnels that go deeper into the mine. And you can see that as you approach the area, you can see that there are a couple of stone buildings that the dwarves had built there previously to help gather and process ore and grind them down to dust. There's one big tower that looks like it was used to store and grind up iron ore. As you approach the area where you had where you guys were last, and you found the altar, you see that there's something different over there. The altar itself is no longer present. There's a lot of rubble in the area, and as you approach, there's a huge hole. The hole is at least 30 feet wide, circular in shape, where the altar used to be.
Something ripped the altar out of the ground.
I'm doing an investigation check. I'm gonna using my staff to guide me in case any part of the ground might give way. I'm going to probe my way towards the hole and take a look around it.
Okay. As you probe around the hole, you realize that it seems like the way the rubble is distributed, something has come out of the hole. And the hole itself, as you look down it, it's extremely deep. It just goes into nothingness.
Okay, I'll toss a rock down and see if I hear anything.
The rock does hit something on the bottom, but then you hear it kind of tumbling down, and then it just disappears. From where you can see, looking down, you can see the hole goes about 10 feet, and then curves and winds a little bit, and then you don't know how far it goes.
What's the diameter of the tunnel itself? I know you said it was a 30-foot.
Yeah, it's about a 30-foot.
So the whole tunnel is 30 feet.
Are the sides smooth?
The sides are rough with rubble.
All the way
But
down.
yes, but the hole itself looks circular in shape.
That's what I'm talking about, the hole.
Yeah,
The walls of the hole are rough.
the walls of the hole are rough, but the hole itself is a circular type of shape.
Schmiegel's gonna walk up and light a torch.
You look down the hole and you can see about 10 to 20 feet down, the hole starts curving. Like something had curved and then come up out of the hole.
I'll investigate the area around. Does it look like whatever came up left any marks of any kind?
You can roll an investigation on the area.
That nature check was to determine whether I remember of any type of burrowing creature that.
The thing is, you can't find any specific tracks of any creature that has come out of the hole. There are lots of footprints and tracks all over the area.
Does anything look like it's going into the hole?
Not particularly.
You've been consulting the bestiary? Has no clues?
Oh.
I combine the bestiary with Kestner's check.
It does not give you an idea of what creature could have made this.
Something very big.
It's certainly big to make a hole like this.
Perhaps
Purple
it's not a
worms.
creature then. Maybe it's a man-made thing.
What kind of man-made thing could do this?
Dwarf made.
Cursed dwarves.
It doesn't look like there's any tracks. Whatever creature, if there is a creature that made this hole, has not left any bizarre-looking tracks. There's definitely a lot of tracks. They're humanoid in shape all over the place, but none of these tracks look like they could have just spontaneously made a big hole out of the ground.
What about magic?
Magic would... A terraforming spell could certainly do this.
You can roll a Arcana check here,
Okay.
or if you want to choose to use detect magic instead, it's up to you.
I don't have that, Since Matilda's gone, I can't,
Yeah.
we can't do detect magic. I'm taking that next time we level up for sure.
There's
I can
some.
use a ritual.
You do sense some evidence of magic here. Just looking at the shape of the hole, looking at the way the rubble's distributed, the shape of the rubble. You pick up some of the pieces of the rubble and you look at it, and you see that a lot of the stone has been possibly melted down with some form of magic. So there, you do sense that there was some sort of magical occurrence here. You can't make the nature of it though.
Okay.
What's back over here?
As you look forward to the east area, there's a huge tower right here. What I was telling you about. This is a tower made for. From where you can see the outline of a tower, and this is the tower where ore was stored and grinded down. This area looks to be just some rubble. The dwarves had been using this area, and it looks like something has knocked down this wall that you're standing at.
So it appears that something from the depths of the earth has
Has come out.
come out.
Most-
In your studies, was there any what's the word I'm looking for? Was there any indication that the the Underdark had made a show in this area in the past?
Quite possibly. I did do a lot of research on Icewind Dale before we came here.
You know, there are paths to the Underdark through various regions in the north in the Icewind Dale area. Not any of them are well known. Most
I
of them
relay
are
that
convoluted, hidden.
I relate to Kastner that it's quite possible that a path could be found that leads to the Underdark. They have not been charted, but it is known that they do exist.
So we could be looking at Darger or even Drow work,
Possibly.
and either one of them use magic, from what I recall.
But a spell of this magnitude, if it was a spell that was cast here, the wizard involved would have to be quite powerful.
Lord knows they be more powerful than you.
Oh, I've got some tricks up my sleeves for those wizards.
Right.
Those like Gant won't get me again.
Of course he won't.
Of course, having more spells at my disposal would always be useful.
Keep dreaming. Schmiggel's gonna look over at this end.
So this area looks like there's been some battle here. You can see that there are marks of, there's some weapons on the ground. There's marks of scuffling. There's no bodies though.
I'm going down to take a look at it. As things start moving, start firing.
It's
Here, use the grappling. Go ahead.
I listen for noises down the tunnel.
down the tunnel. You don't hear anything.
Secure the grappling hooks to give him an easy.
Oh, it wouldn't be easy just to. It would be very easy just to climb over. The wall is torn down, so you can just.
Oh, you're talking about over there. I thought he was talking about in the hole.
Oh, the hole.
Yeah, I listened in the hole just to see if I heard
Okay.
anything.
And I thought Schmiegel was. Where's Schmiegel going?
Yeah, so this wall you don't actually have to climb because it's broken
Okay.
down. There's a passageway you can just walk through here. The door's broken down.
Schmiggel's gonna do an investigation to find out what exactly happened here.
I have my bow out and ready to fire in case something happens. in
As
this
do I.
Battle
So
area.
you guys can see there's a shadow of a rather large tower in this direction. Schmigel, you see that there seems to have been quite a battle here, and then you see that there are a couple of bodies that have fallen down after the battle. All the bodies seem to have crawled away in this direction over this wall and hidden under this crevice.
Which wall?
This direction. And this direction.
I don't see your marker.
Yeah, I don't
You
either.
might see it. This
Maps
direction.
to-
and
yeah,
this
okay, there you
direction.
go.
Okay.
East,
Oh yeah,
east and northeast.
Yeah.
the bodies are heading toward the tower, or away
Well,
from
there's
the
no
tower?
bodies that you can see, but you can see that
They
after
drug themselves.
after the battle, you see that at some point the bodies have dragged themselves off into those directions.
Living bodies or
Oh, okay.
dead bodies?
You can't tell just from looking at it, but just from
No
the
blood,
way.
blood smears or anything?
Well, there's blood. There's blood in the battlefield, but you can't. You
Okay.
can't really
But
tell.
you can't tell from... Okay.
Yeah,
Well, can we tell if it's fresh blood or
it looks like it's days old.
Okay.
not undead, whatever they have? Blood.
Schmiggel's gonna look over here. See if he can find any sense where the bodies might have dragged themselves off to.
Schmigel, as you walk over there, I need you to do a perception check.
Yes, sir. Perception. There we go.
Okay, Schmigel, you're not surprised. We're rolling initiative. Scroll through my huge list of Here's something upbeat to keep us awake. 'Cause we're all about to fall asleep soon. Okay.
Yep, Gastonar's about to fall asleep.
I think you're still ahead, Doctor, though. You've got more decks.
Yeah. I think that's one of the first times I haven't rolled like a 15 or above for initiative.
That initiative.
I'm too busy looking at every direction.
How much better?
That's the initiative I like to see for him.
Okay, Schmig, as you walk into that corner, it's very apparent that there were zombies in there. All dwarven looking. Most of them look like they used to be miners. They look at you and they just have these cold, undead eyes, and they're all crawling towards you.
Sweeping
looking to
attack.
Eldroin is first up on initiative.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I had my bow ready to go.
Do you have line of sight and even know what's
Do
happening?
I?
You
do
can
I have line of sight and do I know what's happening?
You can see over there that there's zombies coming out.
Okay. Then, Damo. That should hit a zombie.
Which one are you aiming for?
The one right next to him.
Okay. You do indeed sink an arrow right into the zombie. I gotta move you a little bit.
Oh, don't worry.
As it continues to crawl out at you. Schmigel, you're up. So there's four zombies right in your face.
So I yell at him back. Kazna, Doctor, we got some company. Get yourself ready.
Snap around.
I'm gonna do a sweeping attack on the one that Kasnar hit first, and the one over here. Actually, I'm just gonna do a double attack. So first attack.
Oh yeah. Where's it? Roll some crit.
Oh yes.
Oh, I forgot. I have to go to weapons things, but I rolled a crit damage. Actually, I don't see it anywhere.
Just gotta do a D8.
Oh, there we go.
You had to enable it in your roll.
That's why. Yeah, I'll just do another D8. Give me a minute.
Okay, that's a total of 11 points of damage on that one zombie. That one attack.
Yep. And I'm gonna use the second one on the one that's just north of me. Oh, damn.
9 is enough to hit the zombie. These things are not fast, not agile, they just lumber towards you, dragging themselves along.
That's so horrible to see. It makes me feel like a tank.
Kastner, you're up.
Hearing the outcry and the distinctive sound of the arrows, I spin around and I see, dwarves. Dwarves that are moving regular. Oh, those type of dwarves. It takes me that long to process it. Hence my 6 initiative. And I will carefully try not to hit Schmiegel, aim at this one, and using the Horde Breaker, the one below it.
Okay. That hits it. It goes down,
Okay.
and it does a save versus death.
And the second one.
So the first one that you hit goes down. It's prone, but you see that it just gets right back up
Still
and starts
twitching.
moving.
Uh-huh.
The second one, you land an arrow in him.
Okay. And reverse that order for the secondary attack. So the first arrow is going to hit that bottom one.
It hits him.
A lot of min damages, aren't I? And then the secondary attack. Stay down from that, will ya?
Okay, that we're talking about 9, 12 damage. Does a death save. Yeah, it's not going to save from that. It dies. Permanently. Because you got it right through the skull.
Gave me a good target as it tried to stand up. It was still in the kneeling position.
Yep.
Doctor, you're up.
I'll go for that one, and I'll just blast it with a Ray of Frost.
The same one that's been hit?
Yeah, this one over here. The one, same one Kastner was working against.
Okay. Okay. You hit it. You slow it down.
I'm also gonna move. Can I move up here?
Yeah, you can climb up these ledges.
I climb up to the top, highest one to get the biggest.
So this is like
vantage
30 feet off the ground.
point. Okay. I want the biggest vantage point possible.
Okay. Zombies are up. First, you get these zombies start crawling over the wall over here. And they spend their entire turns just crawling over the wall. These are the ones to the south. The ones surrounding Schmigel, there's 3 of them, and they surround and attack Schmigel. They all miss. So as these zombies are surrounding you, from the corner of your eye, Schmigel and I think Schmigel, Doctor, I think everybody can roll a perception. See if you get surprised.
Another surprise attack.
Well, the Doctor, you don't see this.
No, I'm too high up.
Yeah.
Whatever it is has cover from my sight.
Okay. So from this direction, an object comes towards you. It is a floating spherical object. And as it gets closer and closer, Schmigel, you're the first to see it. It comes right at you, and this object has an eye. It's got tentacles floating out of the side.
Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger.
Close.
So this object is no object at all. It's a creature. It has an eye. It's got sharp teeth, and it's got tentacle-like projections coming out of its skull. Each of those tentacles also has an eye on it. This object also, as you look into the eye, there's a thick film of white on it, and this object is drooling this green substance.
Oh, bugger.
So as it floats out, I'm rolling a d4 to see who it attacks. It's going to attack. It's going to attack Eldruin.
Just
It's a flying eye.
out of game. You remember what I said? When hit killed some of my friends' players.
Eldruin, so the eye, one of the tendrils of the eye comes out. This thing is a little bit above you, so it's attacking down on you. One of the tendrils.
Is this pillar here? Is that something I can take some cover behind?
You can, but this is a saving throw. The eye, a beam shoots out of one of the eye and it hits you square in the chest. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
No worries.
Okay, there's a a strong sense of just freezing your muscles, but you stave it off. Now it's your turn.
Okay, I will shoot a web on it and move back. Do that here.
So web is a dex saving throw, DC 15, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
You are able to web this creature. You get a lot of its tendrils stuck together.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
Does it
that
disable
was
any of
the
its
plan.
eyes?
Nope.
And then can I get back up on the wall here?
Yeah, you can, without
Looking for
much
some
difficulty, you
cover.
can get up there.
Okay, can I get some cover, like 3/4 here?
Not yet. If you hide behind the wall, you can stay out of its line of sight.
Okay. I want to be able to peek over.
Yeah, you can stay there.
Okay, but I want cover. Yeah, I'm trying to get extra.
You got cover there.
Okay.
Schmigel, you're up.
After saying "oh bugger" for the 5th time, Smiggle's gonna take one, two swings of the zombies next to him, the one south of him and the one north of him. And let's see, where'd my character sheet go? There it is. 1 and 2.
Okay. 12, I'm gonna roll a death save. Okay, it's dead. That's the one on the south, and the one on the north is another 12 damage. And that's another death save. It goes down, but it comes back up.
It's a yo-yo.
4.
Very resilient.
It's like one of those clowns that you punch and it just goes whoop, whoop, whoop. And Schmiggle's gonna try and cover himself behind this little bit of wall.
Where are you gonna go? You will take opportunity attacks if you move there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, 2 opportunity attacks coming at you. That's 2 misses.
And he's gonna... Let's see, how far is that? Let's see, 1... It's 5... So about... here.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay. Way from that eye!
Alright.
Till I get Bertha ready.
Castnar.
Curious.
First,
Did
yeah,
that,
you just saw this creature. It's got webbed. It's webbed, but it looks horrific.
and it's still floating. And did its attack take a physical? Was there any visible emanation from it?
What do you mean?
The attack that it made on.
Yeah,
on,
you can. Yeah, you saw that.
Did it have a visible, like a light?
There was a
ray-
streak of
ray of
purple light that just
Okay.
shot out
Okay.
as it hit Eldruin.
Well, that looked kind of hostile. I think I will turn my attention to it.
In addition to that, there's a couple of zombies lumbering their way over to you.
Oh. Wait a second here. I didn't see those.
Yeah.
Oh, they're hard to see. It's dark.
Still over here.
Okay. I'm still going to attack the eye for now. Knowing what I know about zombies, it'll take them some time to get to me, and I'll get close and personal with them when they get close.
Poke out the eye! Poke out the eye!
Poke out the eye? Okay, I'll poke out the eye. Which one?
All of them, if you can!
First attack. And I think I'll use my spell, Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Okay, it's Hunter. You
that.
have a hunter's mark on it.
Yeah, but I did that after the first attack. So it'll only take place on the second attack.
The first attack is definitely a hit. Second attack is likewise a hit. For a total of
16 total
All right.
damage, it looks like.
You sink 2 arrows straight through this creature's eye, and it's still moving.
Tough little thing.
It's not little, it's kind of big.
Okay, tough, big thing. Is it 30 feet in diameter big?
Well, not the
Okay.
sphere itself is not 30 feet, but you can imagine that with including all the tendrils, it could be 30 feet spread
Oh, so
out.
maybe it's what came out of the ground.
Doctor, you're up.
Okay, so I guess I suddenly realized that everybody is attacking this giant floating eyeball, and seeing that big purple beam, I look around. I guess I also see Kastnar react a little bit to the zombies down there, and I yell over to Schmigel, Schmigel, we'll cover you. We'll draw the eye's attention. You finish off the zombies. Make sure they don't flank us.
There's not much that other one can do. He's just wobbling now.
Well, that thing's flying, and you can't exactly reach that easily.
He
with
stick
your
to the
axe.
ground. He'll be fine. Let me just get Bertha ready.
Whatever you say. And I'm just gonna go with another a ray of frost, the giant eyeball.
Your ray of frost hits this eye, but he staves off the magic.
Okay. I'm gonna run down this a bit, and I'm gonna hide behind it with Eldrin.
Okay. These zombies are up. These 3 zombies, let me see. These zombies over here just lumber over to Schmigel and attack. They both miss. These 4 zombies, let me see the distance. These 4 zombies make it close enough to surround you, but they don't have enough movement to attack this turn. But they surround you, Kastnar.
Are they climbing up the wall? I thought Kestner was.
Yeah, I'm on the wall. What,
There's no
what remains
elevation?
of it?
This one climbs up the wall, gets right next to you. These other ones are getting in position to try to climb the wall as well. All right, the eyeball. Let me see, Doctor. Are you still in line of sight?
No, I took cover behind the big rock wall.
Okay, so its target's going to be between the 3 of you. Two. It's going to attack Eldrin again, but you do have your cover.
Is that +5?
Yeah. Depends on. So, a green ray comes out. This is not an attack roll. This is a save roll. I need a Constitution save. A green ray shoots out. It goes through the wall and hits you in the chest.
Through the wall. Does the wall explode?
The wall doesn't explode. This green ray doesn't affect the wall at all.
It's X-rays.
You feel a horrific pain coursing through your body as you feel your blood just thickening. But you are able to stave off some of this pain. You take half damage. Half of 35.
Half of 35.
17 damage. This green ray just shot right through the wall, right into your chest. I'm going to
Killed that poor rogue in one hit.
roll. It's going to roll a strength save to break out of the webbing. It fails.
Doesn't he have to use his okay, never mind.
It's a strength save after you're webbed already.
I thought it was an action to try to break free.
Eldrin, you're up.
Alright.
Eldrin, are you alright over there?
Nope. I will attack the one on the wall.
I was going to say, if you keep them off me, I'll keep hitting the eye.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, this one. I think.
Okay. You do hit that one.
Oh, can I take that back?
Are both attacks going towards that same one?
First one will hit. If he doesn't go down, I'll do the other one.
Okay, the first one doesn't take him down. The second one does take him down. I'm rolling a death for him.
Okay.
It takes him down, but he gets back up.
I would
I get knocked down, but I get back in. Never gonna take me down. I get knocked down, but I again. Never gonna take me down.
Now, when they're in this condition, are they actually prone?
Yeah, they're prone.
Okay, so I can attack without taking with my missile attack without taking an opportunity attack while they're prone.
Yes. Well, if they're prone, they still do opportunity attacks,
But it's-
but a missile attack won't provoke an opportunity attack.
It won't
Yeah,
be
okay.
at disadvantage.
Well, technically, you should be at disadvantage because they're within 5 feet of you, regardless of whether they're prone or not.
Okay.
It's Schmeichel's turn.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
I will move over to here so that the zombie's in between me and the eyes.
Okay.
And yeah, that's plenty of.
You're staying out of the line of sight of the zombie, the eye.
I'm making sure that this zombie is between me and the eye,
Okay.
the beholder.
Schmeigel, you're up.
Alright. I think I'm gonna take a sweeping attack. I know one of these has disadvantage.
Yeah, one of the, this one right in front of you is down.
Right. So, let's see. You know what? I'll save my things for later, and I'll just do 2 attacks. And 2.
Okay. This attack brings it down. It's going to do a death save. It fails the death save. He's down for good. The second one, are you? I'm assuming you're hitting the second guy.
With the crit, yeah.
Yeah, that's a crit. 9 plus 14. That he does a death save as well. He fails his death save. He's also down. You've taken both down.
Hey, bugger. Are you two okay over there?
We're surviving.
You ending turn?
That's fine.
Alright, I'll do what I can. Just give me some time.
Okay, that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Castner, you're up. I think you're the only one in this creature's line of sight right now.
Oh,
I'm going to.
Zombie
Do
dwarf
back.
shield.
do a somersault over me.
Okay, you are gonna take one opportunity attack from that guy up there. He's gonna
Yep.
attack at disadvantage. He misses.
Okay, and I will continue to fire at the floating eye thingy, the huge floating 30-foot
Okay. Remember, you're the only one in his.
eye. Yeah.
Oh,
That shot unfortunately misses the eye.
Yeah. Okay, second attack.
The second attack also unfortunately misses the eye.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
And
I'm gonna look something up. When you are restrained with a web, or do you get disadvantage? Do enemies get disadvantage? Advantage on you?
advantage.
Maybe a deck saves.
I need to check.
you're prone, or you're restrained.
Restrained,
So,
whatever. So whatever the restrained.
yeah, condition.
penalty
Yeah.
is.
Attack rolls have advantage. I am sorry.
Oh.
So in that case, the second attack does hit.
Okay.
You sink another arrow into this
And
this
add
orb.
another d6 for the hunter's mark.
Oh yeah.
So 17 more points of damage.
This creature screams out in agony with with a sound that you've never heard and you don't even think should be come out of any creature, as it echoes through the mines.
I think we made it, man.
Let's see. Which way? I will just hop down and use the whatever's remaining of the wall here as partial cover.
Are you staying in or out of line of sight? If you do partial cover, you're still in line of sight.
Yeah. I want to keep an eye on it, so
Okay.
I'll obviously be in line of sight.
Doctor, you're up. You're currently out of line of sight.
Yeah. So I saw that last green beam go right through the rock and hit
Yeah.
Eldrin.
Yeah, it
So-
completely ignored the cover.
So I'm gonna make the assumption that as long as it doesn't know where I am, it can't hit me. But if it knows where I am, it can hit me. So I'm gonna run out quickly. I'll use at most half my movement, and then I'll let off another ray of frost at it. Hopefully
Okay.
that'll get it this time.
That does hit it.
And then I'm just gonna run back,
Okay, you slowed it down. for
and
a
I'm gonna
turn.
change up where my position would have been before.
Okay. Zombies are up. The ones on the top are all dead. The ones on the bottom, they're gonna come out, and they're gonna engage the two of you. Two attacks on Eldruin and 2 attacks on Castanar. First 2 are on Eldruin. Either of those hit?
No.
Second 2 are on Castanar. Second one, I'm assuming, hits.
I think the first one hits too.
Second one's
they both hit.
Second one is a critical hit. I'm gonna have to roll an extra d6. So this, if the first one does 3 damage, the second one does 4 damage for a total of 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, got it.
Okay, Zombie Beholder's up, and I think Kastnar, you are the only one in its line of sight. Am I correct?
Sounded like it.
Okay, it's going to fire one of these. Actually, let me see. I need to measure something.
Are they all coming from the same eye or different eyes?
They're coming from the different colors are coming from different eyes.
Okay.
I can't keep track of the eyes. I'm just trying to poke them all out, like Spiegel said.
Oh boy. It fires a yellow ray. And this yellow ray, as it comes towards you, you see it goes through part of the rubble, and it just it pokes a hole clean through the rubble, and it hits you on the side. I need you to do a Constitution save.
Ah, sweet.
Oh, good lord!
Oh yeah.
Because it could have been really, really, really bad.
I take it didn't hit the zombie in between them?
It went right through the zombie.
Oh, good.
You take 25 points of necrotic damage from this ray. Alright, now the creature's going to roll a escape. It's still trapped in the webbing.
Cool.
I thought you had to do like you spend your action.
Doctor, can you roll an Arcana check as you see Kastnar get hit by this yellow ray?
Okay.
Did the zombie get destroyed when it went through him?
You know what? You rolled a crit. Let's say it did get destroyed. I'm going to destroy the zombie because you rolled a crit. Doctor, you saw this yellow ray, and you are just you are pretty shocked. You haven't seen this before, except in your studies and some manuals. This is a ray of disintegration, and if somebody gets hit by something like this and dies, there's no coming back from that. There's no resurrection. There's nothing.
Dr. Want learned.
Well, it came from this magical creature. You doubt that you can get a spell scroll from this creature, but you recognize
You could sure try.
you recognize that this ray will erase you from existence.
Yeah, guys, don't get hit by that again. It'll be really, really bad.
It already
At least
is
make your
really,
con
really
save.
bad.
Castan, this ray hits you right through your side, but you just happen to turn your body in a way where it just burns a huge scar into your body without killing you and hurting vital organs. But it hurt like hell. Eldrin.
Okay, I cast a darkness spell on the beholder,
Okay.
and
Concentration-wise, wasn't your staff? You have to hold concentration for your staff.
Yeah, you're right. Good call.
I need to make a concentration roll too.
Oh,
For the
yes,
hunter's mark.
yes, you're right. Darn. I gotta take care of these. Ah, shoot. Okay. I will.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, nope, that's fine.
No, very smart, very smart. I will take.
Is there an
Go ahead.
actual mechanic for that here on the page for the concentration,
Oh my goodness.
or do I just roll 1d20?
Well, both of those attacks hit anyway.
Oh, okay.
Are you aiming for only one guy? Well, the first
I'm gonna-
attack takes down the first zombie. I'm going to roll a death save for him. He fails his death save and he is down permanently. The second attack hits, even with an 8, it hits the second zombie.
Okay.
This way. And it's half of the 10 or half the damage taken, right, for the concentration?
Yeah, you're
So
fine
I
with
took
that.
25, so I made
Made
it.
Okay, there goes the hunter's mark for now.
No, it's still up. I made it. I made my save.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Half damage was 12.
Okay.
Just barely.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there it is.
Eldrin, are you staying in line of sight of this beholder?
Can I duck?
Oh, you can drop prone, or something if you want to really get out of its line of sight.
No,
This is
I,
just-
I would like to. I mean, does this wall provide cover? Full cover?
If you this area of the wall doesn't really provide cover. You can hide behind the column right here, but there's zombies in the way.
I don't mind the zombies as long as if I can use this wall for full cover.
It's not really a wall, it's an archway.
Oh,
It's an archway that you can just walk through.
oh, I see. Okay, that solves that part. Let's do this then.
But you just tell me you want to stay out of line of sight of the zombie, the
Oh, absolutely.
beholder.
If I can do that from here, I will,
Okay.
and just take out these guys.
Okay. Schmigel, you're up.
I'm gonna yell over at Schmigel. Schmigel, if you insist on using that crossbow, now's the time.
No shit, Sherlock! Can't bloody run to the bloody beholder.
Well, it's on a platform higher than you are. It floats above the ground, but only something like 3 feet above the ground, so if you were right next to it, you would be able to get in melee range. If you would risk something like that. If you climb up the wall over here, you can get on the same level.
Yeah, I think Aldrin and Casnar can handle 2 zombies. Yeah, Schmigel's just gonna stow his shield and axe and pull out Big Bertha. Get ready for the first shot. Pop out of the ground. I can do it 15-15. So I can pop in and pop back out.
Sure, you can. You can do it. You can pop out of cover and pop back into cover afterwards.
Hey, Boogie Boogie!
It turns to you, it's slobbering this green drool as it hears you. Oh, you sink an arrow right through this creature. A bolt.
And I sink back in.
Okay.
So I try to prepare another bolt.
Castanar.
Okay, Looks like I'm out of direct combat with the zombies.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and send 2 more arrows at the thing that just severely hurt me. I will try to return the favor. Let me check one thing and see if I want to do anything else. I can't cast another spell. No, we'll just stick with that. It's been working, kind of, maybe, possibly.
A little yes, a little no.
At least I've stuck some arrows into it. I still haven't gotten that weapons page sorted out. So the first attack
That's a hit.
and the second attack.
That's also a hit.
Okay, so I'll roll 2d6 for the hunter's mark. So 16 and 5 is 21 more damage to it.
A total of 21 damage, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And
It shrieks out in pain.
going to look for a place to get into cover. Let's
In
see.
or out of line of sight. If you're
Out
in
of line of
partial,
sight.
okay. If you're in total, if you're in total cover, you're out of line of sight. Can't see. So this creature can't see you. You can't see this creature right now.
Okay.
Okay.
It still has ears! It can look at me!
Doctor, you're up.
Okay, so I have a question. From that great Arcana check that I got, did I also discern that it was like a spell?
Yes, it was a magical property of a creature, but it's not something that is you can learn because it's a
No,
creature's
but would it have been
ability.
considered like he was casting a spell? I'm asking if I could use counter spell.
No, you wouldn't be able to
Damn it.
do so.
Okay.
Counterspell only works on spells that are cast by people with spellcasting classes.
Okay. So sorry, Eldrin. It looks like you might be in trouble. Um.
Eldrin, you're out of line of sight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Oh, he is out of line of sight.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. I thought you were still like stuck there.
No, I'm just working on the last 2 zombies.
Okay.
Undercover.
So I'm gonna, since you guys look like you might be in a little trouble, I'm gonna give you a hand with that, and I'm gonna hit the zombie closest.
No, just focus on the big guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you can
that's
handle
fine.
it.
We're fine.
Okay. So I'll do exactly what I did last time. Run out, blast it, and run back. Oof.
You blast it, but this creature naturally has some tough armor, and you don't. This time, you don't penetrate its armor.
Should have gone for the zombies.
But you get its attention when you showed up over there. It's looking at that direction, but you just moved out of that area.
Yeah. And again, I mix up my location where I would have been.
Okay, these last 2 zombies are up. They're going to make 2 attacks against Eldruin. Does the 21 hit? On Eldruin? I think the 21 hits.
I think he does something like 18.
Yeah, it's a little bit better than mine, but not terribly much.
Eldruin, 21 for 5 damage. Oh, he's out of chat.
Ah,
We lost him.
No wonder. Let me add him again.
dead yet. Gonna go grab something to drink. I'll be back in just a second.
Yeah, you dropped.
I'm trying to add him again. You back?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
The second attack was a 21, so it's 5 bludgeoning damage from the second zombie.
For me, I'll kick in a shield.
Okay, then in that case, the second zombie misses. Okay, big guy's up. Is everybody out of line of sight? Okay, so you see that this big creature fires a yellow ray right where the doctor was, pretty much within 2 feet as the doctor ran off. It goes right through the wall and it pokes a big hole in the wall right here.
Oh.
Creature getting frustrated starts struggling against his web. He rolled a 19.
Woo!
It breaks out of the web.
Failed.
So now this creature is going to float down. Boom! And Schmigel, you see it turn the corner and it's looking around, scanning.
Schmiggel's gonna keep quiet.
Eldrin, it's got so many eyes, you think it's going to see you pretty soon.
Doesn't see me now.
Alright. I will step out and cast another web spell on it.
Okay. Rolled an 18.
That would
It's
be
got a -1 to Dex, so it's a 17. But I think that still beats your.
I was right about something, John.
What?
A creature restrained by the webs can use its action to make a strength check.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Oh wait, he got to use those rays as bonus actions, or?
No, I'm just adding it for flavor.
Oh, okay.
No, it can't. It had no light of sight. It can't attack anyone.
Okay.
Oh, so you're saying that's right. The action is breaking free, not so he doesn't get an attack, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you can't make an attack anyway.
No, but I mean before when
But
you're
he has been. He has
Oh.
been attacking us.
But yeah, but he wasn't struggling against it because he was just attacking.
Okay, so this is the first time you actually did a save for him.
Well, he can't do anything else. He has to get closer.
Okay.
Eldrin, it's your turn.
I did the web spell.
Oh, okay. It did a 17. Schmigel, it's your turn. It's right on you.
Schmigel drops Big Bertha and pulls out his axe and icing death. Just runs up, surprise!
Okay, you have advantage. I mean, you have inspiration. You and the doctor both have it, if you ever want to use it.
Oh.
That axe hit. Not gonna do it. That, unfortunately, is not gonna do it, as this creature parries. Oh, that one will do it.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Hey, I finally got something.
You finally hit rotten meat.
And as this creature turns towards you, you realize that there's something really wrong with it. It's kind of moving in jerky motions. There's already a lot of wounds on it from before. You can tell that the flesh is just completely rotten off of it.
Well, what are you gonna do now? I got it in front of me.
These eyeballs all perk up, and you can see that they're all lighting up in different colors, ready to strike you.
Hey, come on.
Gastinar.
I dare ya.
Finish him.
Sorry. I see it getting ready to do something very nasty to Schmigel.
And I will give Schmigel an 18 on his saves.
And
if he needs them.
I will endeavor to. Oh, I'd love to be able to target a specific eye, but I'm presuming I can't. So I will.
Well,
endeavor
how about
to
this?
hit
If you roll me a crit, I'll let you target an eye. I'll let you hit a specific eye and take it out.
Okay. The one that hit
It
me
used to
so
be
badly
called
is the
shot,
one-
which was a negative
yeah.
5 to your attack, which was awful. So I'll just say you roll a crit. I mean, that's a 5% chance. It's not that much worse than a called shot.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the first one missed.
The second one hits it, but not in the eye that you were aiming for.
13 total.
13 total.
Nice.
As you strike the creature with your second shot, the creature just crumbles down, falls to the ground.
Hit it hard.
It looks like it's dead, but
Charge.
then it does a saving throw.
And it stays dead.
Okay, so you did a total of 12 points of damage. It failed the saving throw. It's dead.
Yes. There goes those arrows.
Right before it disintegrated Schmigel, it dies. Schmigel, as the yellow eyeball is coming towards you, you can see the beam lighting up. A huge arrow just goes right through this creature,
Cool.
pinning it to the ground, and it just it spurts up some green goo, and it stops moving.
Schmigel shakes a little, go like, that was close. That was close.
Yes.
Doctor, you're up.
Try to disintegrate fireball, whatever it was, me.
Oh, there's still zombies alive. Okay.
Yeah, there's two.
Seeing that the guy's down, I guess I just go for that. An All Ray of Frost them again.
You miss.
I gotta
I
stick
duck.
to live games where my rolls
duck.
are all crits.
Okay, these two zombies, they only have Eldrun as a target.
Yep.
9 and a 16. I think they're both misses. It's Eldrun's turn.
I'm gonna finish. Oh, I'm gonna hit one.
Oh, you hit
Oh.
both. These
yeah.
these zombies have an armor class of 8. I mean, you might as well know now. So you hit both. The first one takes 8 damage. That's the one on the top. The second one also likewise takes. Oh, I can't. I gotta move you a little bit because I can't click it. Likewise takes 8 damage.
Well, I'm trying to kill one at a time. So.
Oh, okay. So both the first one takes both a total of 16 damage then.
Yeah.
In which case it's going to go down, and I'm going to roll the death save. And it fails its death save. The first one is gone. The second one, still there.
Oh shit.
Schmigel, battle's coming to a close. This creature just, most disgusting thing you've ever seen. It just went down right in front of you. As Kastnar's arrow just zipped right through it.
Thank you, Kastnar. You make a damn good shot.
Hit it again. And if he doesn't, I'll put 2 more arrows in it.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah, I'll take a good whack at it. Try to split it with me axe.
Its flesh is very tender. It's easy to split with your axe. As you make a big, disgusting mess over there. Kastnar, there's one zombie left.
Shoot it twice.
He's
Even
not
if he
having a
doesn't
very
need it
good day.
twice.
Okay, it's a total of 12 damage. This one zombie is not holding together very well anymore. Doctor, you're up.
Okay. I just noticed that my proficiency modifier isn't completely being added to my attacks. So I'll just go for that zombie. But it doesn't matter, I hit him.
That's the end of the zombie. But hold on, death save. Ooh, the zombie gets back up.
Not yet. Not over yet.
It's got one attack left, this zombie. And it misses.
Well, it fumbles.
Wait, this is the round where everybody misses. And we cannot kill this one zombie.
Almost.
Okay, that's the end of the zombie. All right, you guys have survived that. I didn't know if you were going to, honestly.
Ow. I think I'm the only one that could, possibly the only one that could have taken that disintegrate even at half strength. I'm not entirely sure what everybody's hit point was, but that hurt.
Yeah,
Schmingle's
that
already
disintegrate rolled a 50 on its damage.
I'm down to 10.
I'm down to 13.
I'm still
How
at
lucky
9.
is all hell?
I got some good news though.
Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, 4,000 experience for everyone.
Oh,
I think
that's
we're
better.
leveling up here.
Yeah. That's just for that fight?
No, that was
No.
for the culmination of you getting to this point. I mean, you guys have this picks up all the way from the point you guys have finished that. I think the last time we gave you experience was even before the battle in town with Valish Gant. So I'm rounding up because you guys took on the Beholder zombie. I didn't know if you were actually going to fight the thing.
Oh yeah,
We
that
did a
is
stellar
easily a
job.
level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're at 17,000 something.
I'm at 16.3 myself.
Okay.
I'm at 15.
Yeah, Schmigel and I are 17,535. Or should be.
Yeah, I got the same here.
I think some of you are level 6 by now.
Yeah.
all
I
the
know
way
I'm
down.
there.
You're all level 6?
Yeah, 14.
Okay, well, welcome to level 6.
Oh,
The doctor's going to be analyzing the eyes to see if he can take one of them and use its abilities.
Use it as a wand.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor getter.
Beholder Eye Wand.
Anywho, I'll be walking forward, see if I can find anything else.
hey, you said the beholder was as big as the hole?
The beholder is smaller than the whole, the
Oh.
creature itself.
Yeah.
But if the creature were to, all the eyeballs and all the stuff together, it could easily have made the hole.
Oh, I see.
So can I climb on top of this ledge here, or?
Yeah, it's not. You don't have to roll a check. It's easy. You just make it across. So as you get on top of the ledge, you see that to the south of you, to the southeast, there's a tower. This tower is dwarven construction, and you can tell that this tower is meant to store and process ore.
Alright.
So as you get to the tower, you see that there's an entrance right here. There's there's some wooden stairs that go into the tower.
Well, I'll use not looking inside. Is there a door?
Yes, there's a wooden door.
Let's be on the safe side. Fellas!
Yep.
I found something. This silo has a door to it. We don't usually
over.
have doors. They usually have some kind of gate that you use to pour out the ore in. But this has got something different.
Interesting. I don't have access to it right now, but just for your info, everybody, my new second level spell is protection from poison,
Okay.
That's cool.
which also apparently neutralizes poison as well.
Woo!
Which is a change.
Okay, would you guys like to get into the tower?
Yeah, Schmigel's gonna knock.
There's no reply, obviously, from the other side.
It's always best to be polite.
I do a perimeter check first.
You look around. You look around this tower. Most of it's just a lot of rubble. There's a lot of ore that's been piled up. There's a couple of little wagons that have been piling ore into this tower. There's also a hatch in the back that ore is fed through.
I'll look in the hatch.
The hatch goes up. Like there's a little gurney, and you put the ore on top of it, and you hoist it up. Right now, there's no gurney there.
Can I can. My familiar is in a pocket of dimension. I can make him appear within 30 feet as long as I can see. Can I make him appear in the hatch?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. And I'll look through his eyes.
As you look through this area, this goes to the top of the tower, and you look inside, and it's a room. The room is cluttered with a whole bunch of metal iron ore. This is no black rock or anything. Also inside, there is a body on the floor. It looks like it's a weird reptilian type creature. It has scales, and there's blood all over the place.
Does it look dead, like it's bleeding?
It's not moving, and there's blood streaming from it.
Oh.
This is on the top level of the tower.
Okay, I'll whisper that over to Schmigel or Castanar.
Right. Let's open her up then. Schmigel opens up the gate.
Are there any other exits or entrances to this?
No, those are the only two entrances you see. So this is the main entrance that you opened up. It opens up into a small room with a carpet, and there's a couple of urns inside the room. One of the urns is partially filled with water.
Look at that, someone's been living here. Hello?
There's no answer.
Pardon an intrusion.
I want my invisibility spell.
Sorry, we're just popping in for dinner.
You
I
walk
hope
into.
this-
I mean, you walk into. It doesn't look like anyone's been here for a while. Obviously, there's a thin layer of dust settling on the furniture. Over here, you see that there's a table, and there's a meal on top of the table. It looks like it hasn't been eaten. Whoever's been eating, whoever's been there, looks like they left in a hurry. The food is rotten from many days of non-use.
Hey, whoever was here, it's probably left in the past couple days.
Which
there-
urn? Which
is that
urn
a
has
chest?
water? Uh-oh, doctor, slow down.
This looks like to be some sort of bedroom, some sort of sleeping quarters. You look around and you see some badges, and you think that probably the foreman of the mine used to sleep here.
Do all the urns have water in them?
No, only one of them has half. It's half full of water.
Which one?
The one you're next to.
Okay. I'll
Does it
dip
look-
my hand in it.
Yeah, I was going to say, does it look drinkable?
Is it water?
It seems to be water.
I'll taste it.
It it doesn't seem there's anything weird with it. It's just water.
A little stagnant, but... Schmigel's gonna look around and take a look at this chest.
You open up the chest, and there's old miner's clothes in there. Nothing else.
It's about what I expected. Is this a desk over here?
Yeah.
Schmigel's gonna look for any kind of documents that say who or what was here.
As you look through the documents, most of them are ledgers in terms of how much ore they've been getting. There's no written documents that give you any sort of explanation. As you look through some of the ledgers, you realize that these are ledgers concerning iron ore. And what's remarkable is that the last entry for the ledgers was about 3 weeks ago. After that, there's been no more records of any more activity.
Looks like they stopped mining about 3 weeks ago. Or at least they stopped.
How does that coincide with what we know about the split in the dwarven factions?
You do know that that is pretty close to when they chose to so take sides.
Is the candle lit on the table?
The candle's not lit.
Oh boy.
So you walk into this room, and it seems to be like a stone testing room. I mean, you know about this from your knowledge of Dwarven mining, is that they put these rooms into little alchemy jars just to test the purity of the ore. So you see a lot of samples of different ore inside these bottles. All of them seem very old.
So where was that chest?
Right there.
Okay.
The chest is full of old Dwarven mining clothes.
Oh, so nothing interesting.
Looks like there's a ledger here too.
I'll check the bed, mattress, whatever it is.
Nothing
Yeah,
interesting.
I'll run my investigation check.
Oh yeah,
through.
let's do investigation.
All right.
Maybe
Just
I'll start
try to
getting
keep
some
an eye
goodies.
on everybody.
You don't find you find some mundane clothing.
+1. +1.
You fi-
It's doing it from my proficiency
Your
here
proficiency is as well.
Yep.
Well, you should be able to fix that on the sheet too, right?
you may just need a new character sheet
too. Yeah.
to fix all of that. But regardless, you just find some mundane living stuff.
Everything that I have proficiency is getting +1 here. I'm manually putting it in.
Shmego, as you flip through the stuff on that table, you find that there's a book. Part of it is it's part of the Dwarven Foreman's journal, and you start reading through it. The first couple of entries are not very interesting. They just talk about the nature of the rock, how much ore they can get, iron ore. But then as you continue to read on, entries dated about 2 or 3 months ago, you see some mention of a barrack. And you see that this dwarf starts talking about Barrack and his big find, and you can tell that the dwarf is very scared about what Barrack has found behind the sealed gate. As you continue to flip on, the writing gets a little bit erratic. You start seeing the foreman starts talking about things like, I start questioning me faith in the gods that we used to believe in. It's like, they tell us to believe in Morden. They tell us the Soulforger is the true god of the dwarves, but is this true? Is this real? Why do I hear these things telling me otherwise? And then as you flip further along, you see that the Dwarven foreman just starts speaking blasphemies. He says, I've been revealed the truth. The Dark One below is the true god. And all the Dwarven gods we've been worshipping is false. Barrack is our true leader. He is the king. He says he is blessed with the true gift from the true god, the black ice. And you continue to flip on, and you say, the Dark One speaks to me directly now, and he tells me and my men to find this black ice and bring it out for Barrack. And then, as this continues, you see that his writing becomes more and more illegible, to the point where it's just not even writing anymore; it's just scribbles.
Well then, wasn't that an educational book?
So how long did it take to become corrupted? Does
It looks like over the process of several weeks, his entries became more and more insane, to the point where they're completely incomprehensible at this now.
Had some good stew recipes, but besides that, it was very scary. Flip. So, I think I know what happened.
Do tell.
Who's
Well, it seems to me like about the time when Barrack took over this side of the mountain, the black ice started affecting the foreman as well. Didn't take him long before eventually he went insane and, well, look at the illegible stuff that's in front of here.
I can't make out your writing from illegible writing, so
Oh,
it's
sorry.
all illegible.
do a listen in the stairs.
Okay.
Careful.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything in the stairs. You may also do a perception check. Okay. So you enter through here, and there's stairs that go down and stairs that go up. Directly across from you, you see the outlinings of a false door here, a false wall.
I'll investigate the area, make sure there's no traps,
Okay.
and I'll let everybody else know what I see.
Good eyes.
You do not find any traps. You do find that the outline of this wall over that you're facing is there's some sort of false wall. It looks like there's some sort of secret door behind it. You don't know what is the mechanism to open this door. Can't tell from where you are. It just looks like an outline of a fake door.
Okay.
Find something?
Can I push on it, or anything happen?
Nothing happens when you push on it.
Okay.
Find a fake wall or something?
Yeah, I let everybody know.
And also, the stairs go up and down in the spiral staircase.
Also, let me take a look at that. Schmigel takes out one of his hand hammers and puts his ear to the wall and starts knocking some of the stones.
I mean, lightly tapping.
Okay. From what you can tell, the sound is all uniform.
It's bloody strange. So it's not something mechanism inside the stone. But the formation around here just doesn't look right.
Hey, are there any worn marks on the stairs, like it slides outward?
No.
Must be a mechanism in the next room. Doctor, take a look at the room. See if you can find a switch or something.
Yep, got it. I'm back. Alright, so...
Well, stairs go both up and down.
We should probably go check out the dead body on the top. While they're looking around, I'm gonna put an alarm spell right here.
Okay.
Actually, no, I will put it right here. Actually,
Yep.
I will put it right here.
Yeah. So the doctor's looking around of his own accord. He pretty much ignored whatever Schmigel was talking about.
You look around the room, and like I was saying, these are just a whole bunch of alchemy bottles that are for the purpose of testing rock for purity of ore. Nothing really particularly interesting to you.
And there's no black ice anywhere that we see?
Not in this tower so far.
Yeah.
Do I recognize the bottles as anything interesting?
No. I mean, you know what they are. They're just not interesting. They're not interesting to you.
Oh, okay.
There's no magical alchemy going on here.
No, it's not. It's not really magical. It's more scientific. It's more like scientific.
Science, magic is only a science that has not yet been understood.
So, doctor, can you find some chemicals that will test for black ice?
I don't know, do I? That was a pretty decent investigation check.
Alright, well, Doctor, while you figure that out, we're gonna look upstairs.
Yeah, the doctor doesn't pay attention to you.
Okay, everyone's going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move
After my
everybody.
alarm spell is set.
Moving everyone a level up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Woohoo!
Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum.
Okay, so you go up the stairs and you end up in what seems to be a storeroom on the next level. You look around, there's a couple of bunks They're double-layered bunk beds. They're all empty, of course. There is some hay. There's some old boxes. Some areas where people are washing up.
I have my bow ready in action. It's my longbow
Yeah.
up the stairs.
Don't worry, the boxes aren't going to come alive again. We already took
No,
care
they're-
of the first one.
There's no bodies up here. There's no people.
Alright, looks clear up here. Schmiggel's gonna go up one level again.
Okay. So you guys all go up one more level, and you end up in the top level of the tower. And this level, where the stairs end, it ends up in this little chamber where you can see there's a mechanism that hoists ore up through the latch. There's a little entranceway, like a doorway, that goes into what seems to be a stone keep or cellar or something along those lines.
Schmiggel's gonna push through.
And as you walk into this room, you see that it's an empty room. It looks like it was used to store ore, but right now it's completely empty. There is a creature that appears dead right in the middle of the room.
Gonna check inside to make sure it's dead.
Oh, that's insight. That's more like investigation if you look at it, or
Yeah.
depends on how you want to.
What the
Insight would be if it's talking back to you.
Oh, okay. Investigation.
Well, yeah, you probably have to go.
I have my bow ready.
Alright, if it hits, you know to hit back.
Yeah.
Yep.
So as you get closer to the creature, it looks like it has scales on its body, but it's a humanoid in shape. It's got claws. It's got claws for hands. It looks like it's got sharp teeth. Let me see if I can pull something up. It's small in size. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have my webcam up. It's got horns. It's got scales instead of skin. It's got these big pointy ears.
I was gonna take a look at the bestiary. Is this what I think it is?
Why don't you roll an investigation with the bestiary at advantage if you
I
use
have
the
the
bestiary?
bestiary on me. And Schmigel doesn't take it from me.
You can roll a history through the bestiary with advantage. See if you can
history.
identify it.
You want me to roll history or investigation? Because
Whoever does the it's more history.
okay, so I'll make
To
history.
there's not much investigation. Well, there's an investigation too, but now it's just a history because you walked up and looked at it.
Yeah.
You don't know what's the name of this beast, but you know it's some sort of fiend, some sort of demon-type demon. And it's
Wonderful.
obviously not a natural creature. And
Yeah,
it looks
well,
like
okay.
now you can roll and investigate. Well, your investigation wasn't that great, so you don't know anything else about this creature.
We've had a celestial driven insane and it attacked us. Would one of these things being driven insane? Oh wait, they're already insane. Never mind.
Schmigel, was
Always
it
the
dead?
comedian Caspar.
Is it really dead, Schmigel?
I'm not sure. And Schmiggel's gonna make an inch a little bit closer, holding his axe out and getting his shield ready.
As you get closer to this creature, you can tell that it was obviously killed with some sort of slashing weapon. You can see that its entrails are slashed out.
Oh.
It's lying prone on the ground. Its tongue is just hanging out on the floor. Usually, when creatures die, that's how they.
Alden, get me the oil. I'm gonna burn this.
Okay.
Wait, Schmigel looks up. He's looking at the wood beams.
Nothing unusual about the wood beams.
No, he's just
Are they-
thinking.
are they gonna
fire,
catch fire?
wood.
Oh, probably, yeah. But these beams are there just to hold ore in, so even if they burnt down, it won't bring the tower down. You know that.
I just don't want to start a fire.
Why don't you poke it and make sure, or slash it and make sure.
Alright, I'm gonna take the head off.
Decapitate it, yeah.
You decapitate this creature, and this green stuff just oozes from its neck.
I jump
Well-
back.
Well, the doctor walks by. He's like, "Wow, Schmigel, I didn't know you were into that sort of thing."
Now you
What?
do.
And he walks away. Some dwarves and their fetishes. What's with you in heads, anyways? It's not
You're
the first time you
very
decapitate.
strange. Very depraved.
We all know.
Schmigel looks at it. Well, at least its head's off. It's back
We
on the
look down
fu-
at. Oh, go ahead.
it's back in its bloody nine hells, I hope.
What brought it from one of its 9 hells is what I want to know.
Can we look down here?
Oh, that's a machine that hoists up ore and stores it
We can
inside.
see all the mechanical parts.
Yeah.
Schmigel's gonna do an investigation on the mechanical parts here to see maybe it has something to do with the door downstairs.
Okay.
There's a mechanism that lifts something.
Would that door that was down there be possibly giving access to the mechanics of this hoist?
Well, this you see that the mechanics of this machine are completely they're sequestered only to this level, so there's no way they would be affecting what's
Okay,
going
okay.
on downstairs. They're operated by 2 dwarves that sit there and turn the wheels just to make the lifting easier. And it's operational if you were to need to use it for any reason.
Good. Well, we need a couple hamster doors.
Hey. It looks like we're going down.
Okay. Following along.
Okay, which level do you want to go down to?
Just the one that was past where the mid-level was.
So -1.
Yeah.
Okay, you go back down to this level, which is the storeroom.
Oh, did we investigate this room? I mean, actually investigate it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Doctor?
Yeah, sure. Since you asked me, Eldrin, I'll do it for you.
I'll just make sure he's always in sight.
You take a close look at everything in this room. Under one of the beds, you find a lever, all the way on the end. Right over
See,
here.
you need a wizard to find everything, don't you? So I'm gonna say, oh well, and let there be whatever, and I flip it.
I'll tell Schmigel to go.
Well, you flip the lever and you hear some rumbling, where the stairs are, and you feel the stairs themselves rumbling a little bit.
Oh, great. I felt this before. I braced myself.
Are you
Well-
guys still on the stairs?
Nothing happens to the stairs.
Good. I back off of them.
Schmigel, go check out the secret door.
Right.
Okay, you guys walk down to the secret door and it's open.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah.
You look inside the secret door, and there's 2 chests.
Alright. I knock on the one on the left and put my ear to it.
Nothing happens when you knock on it.
Can I do a perception check to make sure it's not trapped?
It'd be more investigation.
Investigation.
Alright.
It does not appear to be trapped.
Alright. Do the chest of the next one.
Okay. does not appear to be trapped to you.
Okay, they don't look trapped. So I'm gonna open on the one to the left.
Okay, you open the one to the left, and you see a very fancy-looking mining pick. It's got like these little, there's like these little hints of magical energy coming out of it.
Where
have
you been hiding? Schmigel picks up the pick. Hey, perfect weight and everything.
And you can feel that as you pick it up, it just, you know, it vibrates a little bit, like to some sort of frequency. It's almost audible the way the way it's vibrating. This is certainly some really fancy dwarven treasure.
Hey, look at that. Ain't that just fancy tune? And Schmigel stows it away. Hey, my back's killing me after this one. Oh. See, there's the hammer, the pick, the sword, the other sword, the axe, the other axe.
Walking armory, that's you.
Now we saw the clear black ice, right? The purified black ice.
Yeah,
This isn't the same substance, is it?
looks different. It looks like it's made out of some sort of metal.
Alright, Schmigel is gonna open the next one.
Okay, Constitution saving throw.
Do it! I knew it!
Well, guess what? You roll this one with advantage. Okay. Well, you didn't.
Oh, nice.
You didn't need the advantage. You take half of this damage. A tiny, almost invisible needle just shoots out and hits you right on the arm as you open it. Shot out of the keyhole of this chest, even though the chest is not locked. And it dispenses a painful poison that just starts making your arm burn.
Wait, don't I get half of that because it's poison?
You do. So you get half and then another half.
8 points.
Plus 16. And then, so minus 6.
That's some crazy resistant. He has advantage and then half damage.
Well, you successfully saved, and then it's poison. I mean, this is a trap designed by dwarves, so obviously they're going to make it lethal to something that's not a
Anyone
dwarf.
else, yeah.
That's 8d6. Woof.
Yeah. And they're all pretty high rolls. Almost.
It averages
But
out
you
to
take a quarter of that.
So what's inside the
Damage.
chest?
You open up the chest, and it is full of this this dust, this white dust. And as you roll your fingers through it, it's a very grainy feeling. But you bring it up to the light, and it starts sparkling. And you realize that this is diamond dust. This is worth a fortune.
Oh my. Jeez.
This is seriously worth a fortune. If you can find somebody to buy, interested in buying diamond dust.
This Schmigel closes it. He
So
stands up
it's
and-
about 30 pounds of diamond dust inside that chest.
Fellas!
You can quit adventuring now that you found this.
Oh, I found something.
It's a box of dust.
Oh, it's just not dust. Look at it,
It
it
looks
sparkles.
like dust. Okay, so it's sparkly dust.
That is diamond.
And the only diamond I've ever seen has been, little stones, quarter-inch or something like that. You telling me somebody took those and smashed them?
No. These are off products from when you're mining for so long. And usually, when you have maybe 1 in 5 billion ores, you have like a pinch of it.
Yeah,
So someone
this
who-
looks like several centuries of dwarves saving up diamond dust.
Okay.
This is probably the fortune of the clan right there.
We should return it to that old dwarf who assigned it. It belongs to their family after all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Aye, you're right. You're right, but... Hooey.
Anyways, what do we need diamond dust for?
For a split moment, Schmigel looked off into golden fields.
Take 10 pounds of it. Let's go.
I can't do that.
Just think how
it
much
ain't
disapproval Matilda would have on you, Schmigel.
Just thinking about... No, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not good for me.
Isn't there a spell component that requires diamond dust?
Probably a few of them.
The little devil appears on your left shoulder, Schmigel.
Come on, Doctor.
Yes, you most certainly can take it all. Take it all you want.
Put some in your coin pouch.
Go away, you little devil.
As you wave your hand, it
Evil
just goes
Schmigel
poof.
today.
Schmigel, as you're sitting there, just completely in awe of the value of this stuff here, something speaks into your mind, and it says, "Finders keepers." You've heard this voice before while you were at the temple. It was not coming from the Coatl. It was that other voice.
Schmigel's gonna calmly take off his helmet.
He's
It was a ruse all the
all
time.
sorts of things.
He's gonna take off his helmet, look for a clean piece of wall, and knock his head into the wall.
Take 1 damage.
I'll take 1 damage if I have to, or I have to take a roll of d4.
And then as you knock your head into the wall, the voice comes back, and you can tell it's laughing, and it says, it says to you, it says, "You can't dispel telepathy with knocking your head against the wall."
It was worth a shot, damn it! It was worth a shot.
And do we hear Schmigel talking to himself?
You do, but you guys don't hear this voice.
Sorry, the voices in my head are talking back to my bad decisions.
I think we should leave Schmigel alone with the diamonds. He's going a little nuts.
Don't let me do it. Close it
He's
up.
he's going a little nuts.
I've got my fancy pickaxe. I'm happy with that. Goodbye.
I think that's also a family heirloom. You should return it.
So you put the pickaxe in your pack, like on a holster, and it vibrates a little bit.
What do you smell, boy? What do you smell?
It doesn't seem to be sentient, though.
I'm gonna put a handful of the diamond dust in my coin pouch.
Hey!
Sorry, guys.
Come on now. Put it out.
No, I'm gonna keep it just in case it's useful for something else.
Hey. Well, I'll have... Schmingel's trying to suppress that little voice in his head.
The little devil appears on your left shoulder this time. Come on, Schmigel, you know you want to.
Doctor, stop it! You're not having a good funny after this point. It's not right. Elder,
Sorry, what? What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything.
oh, give me a bloody whatever you call it. Anywho.
I'll happily give it back to the old man or the other. What was his name?
All right. Just as long as we're kind of clear on it.
Okay.
Keep your hands free. I'm watching you.
Was it Stokely?
Stokely was the king that
Oh, he's the
was
one that
captured and turned undead, and you guys have ended his misery. The other guy was called Yorkin. He's a descendant of Stokely's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give the pouch to him when we see him again.
Carrying around a case of diamond dust is probably too heavy.
No, just a handful.
No, but if we wanted to bring the whole thing
Oh.
back to him.
Oh,
It's about 30 pounds. You could if you wanted to.
it's
Strap
probably
it on
safe
Neil's
here.
back.
Oh, please. Please. I'm already carrying enough.
Just put it on your back.
I'm not a bloody mule!
Yes, you are.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Yes, you must certainly are. Persuasion check. We're convincing Schmigel he's actually a mule. I should use suggestion.
Should I go ahead and close it? I'll go back upstairs and close it.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right.
Okay, so you guys can close.
Persuaded that you are a mule, Schmigel.
The pickaxe I'll gladly take just because... Well, if he wants it back, you can have it back, but... God bloody, it's a beautiful pickaxe.
All right, you guys still have no idea where this tablet is. Haven't
Well,
seen it since you've been here.
Well, let's head to the basement.
Okay, I'll warp you to the basement.
What was that? First I was in the room, now I'm in the bloody basement.
So you guys head back down into the basement. You look around, and most of it is just this room over here. Most of it is just a small kitchen. There's a couple of kegs of ale. Looks like they've been sitting there for quite some time. They don't look like they're probably drinkable anymore.
Doesn't it go further down? Or we've already been.
Oh no, this is the bottom floor. Doesn't go down any more than this.
Is Schmigel's little pickaxe, is it vibrating more?
No, it's vibrating the same.
Schmigel likes his vibrators.
Investigating?
Doctor, I need a dex save.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
As you walk across there.
Please one shot, please one shot, please.
Not a one shot.
You wonder why the doctor doesn't like you.
Ooh.
Not a one shot, but it's gonna. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna be a one shot.
14.
Ah, I'm evil.
Oh, not quite.
Okay. This area was trapped.
Oof, ouch.
Ouch!
Ouch. Oh, my poor feet. My already sore feet.
Your already painful feet have incurred a whole bunch of spikes coming out of the ground.
My feet were so painful already.
It
I
appears
can't
that this
feel
trap
them.
was probably set by dwarves to keep critters out. It's
Doctor, you
activated by the pressure that you put on this area as you walk through it.
I should learn how to levitate. I'll just levitate everywhere.
Doctor, I said you're right there. I heard some yelling.
The doctor doesn't respond to you.
Yeah, fine.
As you get to this area, you see that this is the bottom area where ore is put into this hatch and hoisted up.
I'm gonna
this-
investigate it.
This is a door that leads out to the back of the tower, to the on the bottom level. You can see the mechanism is working. You can put something in there and hoist it up. It'll go to the top level. But it's a simple wheel gurney kind of belaying mechanism. This goes to the back of the rear area of the tower.
I didn't see this entrance before.
No, you were around the same area.
Oh, okay.
You sent your familiar up over here.
Alright. Wonder if this can hold. Maybe I can take the wheelbarrow down.
It goes up.
Oh, it goes up.
Yeah, it goes up to the top level, where you were before.
Okay, we're gonna have to think here.
Does it go any lower?
No, it looks like it on the map, but it doesn't.
But do the stairs go any lower, or?
No, the stairs, and this is the lowest level of the tower. So this is a tower with 4 levels. You've been to all 4.
Okay. Sorry, I'm
I
just
guess
gonna
we
be
could-
right back for a second.
Okay.
We might
So
wanna
what is
go
at
where
the store?
This goes to the outside where you guys were, on
Okay.
to the
The
back
front
area.
entrance is on the other side.
Yeah. The front entrance is one floor above on the other side.
Looks like there's nothing in this tower. We might have to. Any ideas where the
Okay, wait a
That's-
minute. So this
piece
is
might have been put?
this was below where I was standing when I was in the back of the tower.
This is where you were standing.
This is where I was standing.
Yeah. When you went through the back, this is
Oh, I
the
went-
the hatch that goes up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what are we doing?
Oh, well, we can't. Let's see. What can we reason out so far? There's this tower filled with that was protected more or less by the undead. There is nobody else here. There was that last piece of the key that disappeared. This was the only building. There was that large hole that went deep underground that was made by potential magical means. So where could that last quarter of the pie be?
I don't know, but that healing was there for you and your bloody feet that you're walking all
Oh.
around with.
Oh, thank you so
I
much,
had my mic
Castaner.
muted by mistake.
Oh, thank you so much, Castaner.
You're welcome. And how or why, or not how, why would they put a trap here? Did you search this room?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
There's just a mechanism here. It seems like because this is a main entrance, you would just have a trap right in
Oh,
front.
that is the main entrance. Okay, I haven't been
Sorry
out,
about
so.
And then in here.
Did my search reveal anything in here?
Nothing. There's nothing in there of interest. Most of it is just food. It's rotten, having not been used for a while.
Did he actually
Let's see.
examine the body? Was it carrying anything before he
Which
decapitated
body?
The one that he decapitated?
No, he didn't. He didn't examine it. He just decapitated it. Would you like to go up and examine it?
Yeah,
He
look
did
at
an
him.
investigation on it.
Okay. Would you like to guys like to go up?
I guess we'll be heading back up, but let's take the elevator.
Yes.
The elevator needs to be operated by somebody turning the
up
crank.
top.
Up top,
Okay.
turning the crank. If you really want to.
We'll assign the mule to do the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor has nothing but harsh words for Schmigel.
Okay, so Schmegel, do you hoist the doctor up through the ore mechanism?
It might be worth it.
Fine. Fine. Oh, goddamn dwarf got the wheel, the bloody thing.
That's
Okay.
all dwarves are made for.
Oh,
Hard labor.
bugger off, you sweet bitten. Goddamn chip. Yellow
See,
bright light.
can't leave a dwarf to do a proper investigation.
Apparently not.
They always miss stuff.
You turned the body of this creature over, and the body was lying on top of the piece of the tablet.
Aha!
Ah, never leave a dwarf to do an elf's job. Looks like we got our tablet, guys.
Do you pick up the tablet?
I'm gonna do an investigation check before I pick it up.
Okay.
Or perception check or whichever check in case it's trapped. If you're asking me, the doctor's taking every precaution in doing so. So you want me to do what kind of check?
I'd like you to do an Arcana check.
Because last time,
There's faint traces of magic around the walls here.
detect magic. We've got some funny things going on around here, guys.
Okay, would you like to spend some time cast a ritual detect magic?
I have it
Absolutely.
prepared just in case if people pressure me too much. I can always use a spell slot, but otherwise I'd like to conserve my spell slots.
Yeah, I was
Take
going
your,
to say
take your
no,
time.
no sense. We're not in a hurry at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty much always gonna have detect magic.
Didn't you just get the spell with leveling up?
Yes.
Don't you have to like
Yes.
learn it? Don't you have to prepare it and everything?
The doctor uses it so much already. He finally developed the natural ability to use
Okay,
it.
that's fine. I'll take that. There is a. Let me see.
Finally, I can detect magic properly and see the fabrics of the weave.
You don't see the fabrics of the weave. You just find
Actually, I
evidence.
technically do. I see weaves of magic going around where there are traces of magic.
Let me see.
It's close enough to seeing the weave of the magic.
There is transmutation type magic around the walls. This magic is present around the walls in this area.
Okay. Now, this technically lasts for 10 minutes, so the next 10 minutes I am able to see all sorts of stuff.
So you're gonna run around the whole tower real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to see if I can find any more magic stuff.
Oh, the
so yeah.
doctor's going nuts again.
Isn't it?
If you sense
concentration
magic
as
in this
well?
way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the air that bears magic. And you can learn its school of magic. So I know it's transmutation, and I can see its aura going around. So I can see the path that the magic is taking and what shapes is used to create the spell.
The only magic that you've seen walking through this tower is the magic right here in the walls.
Okay.
You're certain of it. This is a transmutation type magic inside the walls.
So is that like turn mud into stone type of spell?
Yeah, that's typically what transmutation does. It turns one type of substance into another type of substance.
Miggle's just
So-
relaxing as he's watching the doctor move up and down the tower. Trying to find
So the tablet was right beneath the creature as you turn the creature over.
Okay. So, my young apprentice, you are the fastest one among us. I will go wait outside and you grab it and jump out the window.
As Leaf Shade comes into the room. I touch the walls. Are they solid?
The walls are solid. As far as you can tell, there's nothing wrong with the walls just by touching them.
Can I detect more any further nature of the spell? Like what might trigger to set it off?
No.
Yeah. Are these
I'm a s-
wood planks on the floor, or are they on the ceiling?
They're in the ceiling.
Oh, okay. Aha! Okay. I'll make a lasso with the rope
Okay.
and place it nicely around our little item. And come over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too.
Wait, before the doctor moves. Just kidding.
Before I move, yes.
I was gonna pull it.
Let's see, is it about time for the doctor to get in trouble again?
I'm gonna leave an illusionary version of myself just standing there
Oh, what am I doing?
and
Mage
contemplating,
hand.
move around and doing stuff.
I forget the rope. I have mage hand.
I'm using minor illusion to like have a version of myself over here. Yeah, because I can do that and I can make it believable now that I'm level 6.
Okay. Do you want to go in the tower, Doctor?
Yeah,
or
that'd
you
be a good
wanna
idea.
stay- Okay.
So if
Okay.
anything comes out, it's gonna go over after my illusionary self.
Okay. Why don't you guys Doctor, get ready to pull me in if I get in trouble here. I'll
Sure.
use
Got it.
mage hand and have my hand come over and pick it up and bring it back to me.
So as you're bringing this object back to you, Doctor, you notice that the transmutation magic that was around the walls previously over here, now they are in this here. They are in the circular area as the object is being pulled towards you.
Looks like the magic is following that circle, or
I'll
that
stop.
piece of. No, you can keep going. Everybody else, it might be a good idea if you wait outside the tower, just in case.
I'll move it back. Does the magic
No.
go back to the
No,
other
just
wall?
toss it out the window. Once we have people down outside, just toss it out and see what happens.
Will it shatter?
No, we'll have Schmigel catch it.
Okay.
Oh, Christ. Alright. Tuck, 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 tuck,
Now
tuck, tuck,
follow
tuck,
along.
tuck, 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 tuck.
I'm not sure where I want to be.
Actually,
in this,
I'll put it. I'll put it in the. I'll put it in the elevator,
Okay.
and we'll just lower it down to the first floor in the elevator.
Okay, so you can do that. You put the object in the gurney and you lower it down. So now you're on the first level. Likewise, you can see that this the magic is now around this area. It appears to be following this object. So the magic is now around the walls of this first floor.
Okay, so we need to get out of the tower. Let's see what happens. Something bad's gonna happen when it goes out the tower. Schmigel, go along.
I should have bloody taken that.
I got my bow loose in the scabbard. I got an arrow knocked to my quiver. Something bad happening is not what I'm looking forward to at this point.
So how are you going to take this object out of the tower?
I'd say use Mage Hand to chuck it out like a baseball. And Schmigel catches it.
Okay, so you're going to toss this object to Schmigel and
No,
Schmigel.
no.
Okay.
No. I'm going to just continue with Mage Hand. Keep it 30 feet away from me. I will be
Okay.
30 feet out the door. as
I'm
the-
keeping Eldrin between me and it.
All right, so now you're outside the door. You're back in the Nexus area. There's some ruins, and you can see that this object, as you walk out, the magic follows the object wherever you go.
Okay. What happens if we try to put all four of them together?
We only have
or
two
did
of
we
them,
bury
right?
the other ones?
Yeah, we buried two of them.
Yeah, you hit
Or
him somewhere else.
Three of them, right?
So now you're outside the tower, but you can tell that wherever you move this object, the magic appears to follow along in the walls and the floors.
Okay, well, we might as well just bring this right back to where we had the other ones and try to put them together. I can't make heads or tails of this magic, apparently.
It isn't giving out any kind of alert or something, is it?
No, it's a transmutation magic. Not like an alarm spell, it's not transmutation.
Do you
I
want me
don't
to
like
bloody
the
hold it
stone.
and see if I can defuse it?
I don't know what transmutation is, so
Oh, transmutation is the concept of turning one thing into the other. So, turn lead into gold.
Or
As an example.
stone or flesh into stone.
would it
Yes,
turn something like a rock into something that looks like a pie piece thing?
Yeah, probably could. Can I detect it? But it's not the stone that the magic is on. It's the
Oh.
area
Yeah,
around it.
there's magic in the stone as well.
Is it the same
It's
transmutation
a
magic?
different magic.
Okay. Can I detect that kind and learn it at school?
I'm not sure what kind of school would be most appropriate for that.
The doctor's
Maybe
private college.
divination school may be most appropriate for what's coming out of the stone itself.
Okay. So there's one type of magic coming radiating out of the stone, and is that same type of magic on the piece that we currently have?
What do you mean?
The divination magic, is it on the same one that we already have?
You have 3 of them and you buried them somewhere. to
We
keep
buried
it
2,
safe.
we have one more on us. Or one of them's on us, I think.
Yeah, we have the one from the temple. We didn't go out.
Yeah, they look
after
like the
temple.
same. They look like the same.
Okay, same magic on them, so they seem to carry the same type of divination type magic on them, which makes them gives them their magic properties. But this one has this aura of a transmutation spell cast on a point of it. So wherever it's going to follow, something's going to occur at some point. So Schmigel, if you want to grab it, go ahead. The doctor takes a step back. Be my guest.
Before you do that, did the creatures actually disappear or you just cleaned them?
I just cleaning the map. No, they didn't. They didn't. Their bodies are still there.
Okay.
I just don't want to clutter up the map with stuff.
Alright, Eldarin, Castanar, Doctor. We don't survive this.
Don't worry, we'll make sure you won't turn undead.
So where's the object right now?
At least I'm out of the transmutation circle range.
Okay, so let me draw where the object is. So where are you putting the object down?
On Schmigel.
Right here?
Oh no, on Schmigel here.
So this is where the object is right now, that white dot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lay it down right there on the stairs.
And the transmutation circles go how far out?
You want to back away, Cass? Oh,
There is magic surrounding the walls here, the ground you're standing on, this whole area.
Okay, how far do we have to go to not be on that ground?
Oh, you have to go really far back, like all the way back here.
I'm not getting that far away.
Okay, we'll wait.
I will.
Yeah, this is how, this whole area seems to be humming with magic.
Okay. I'm gonna take my vantage point that I had before.
Make
Okay.
sure we have a line of sight on Schmigel.
I'm staying where I am. Like I said, if something happens and I need to get to him, I want to be able to get to him.
Schmigel's in range, so we're good.
Lord, have mercy upon my soul.
This craig doesn't come to souls.
I put my hand on top of the plate.
Okay, as you touch this plate, from the ground emerge 4 statue-like dwarves.
Uh-oh. Take your hands off, Schmigel. Take your hands off.
They come up to you. They are all wielding axes, and they have shields on. They're made out of stone, but they're animated, and they all come up. They all kind of enclose around you.
I still
You have a moment to act before they attack. They're clearly ready to attack you.
Go into the tower.
I hold up the ring that's from the king.
It stops them,
Ah, wonderful.
and they stare at you.
I'm sorry to say, but your king is dead. He gave me this mission to bring these plates together. Let me pass and I shall take care of what was sealed away.
I need a persuasion.
Persuasion to persuade stone.
Advantage.
Modern architecture.
I'm impressed, Schmigel. That was a good one.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very.
Oh!
No, that's a perception.
Oh, persuade.
Yes, it's stone.
My god, is that stone?
Road senses have awakened to the... It's
The
stone,
statues,
advantage.
although they don't attack you, they quickly surround the tablet, and they raising their axes.
Perhaps we need all of them now.
What happens if you...
guard while we bring the rest?
They don't really respond to you. You're not sure they can talk.
Very well. Guard it well.
How far away are the other ones buried that we had?
I think you bury them to the south somewhere.
Yep, to the south. I mean, probably if the tunnels are clear, probably get there and back inside half an hour.
Okay. Who wants to
Assuming
go?
the tunnels are cleared.
One of us would have a much quicker chance of going on their own than... or it would be much faster than the whole group moving together.
I'll be
Less chance of
fine.
getting caught, too.
But since I know where they are, best know where they are, I can go make the run out and grab.
How about Castanar and I go?
Okay. You guys are the quickest. You can get in and out undetected, should the need arise.
Alright. Be back quick.
The doctor's just gonna meditate up here. I'm gonna try something that Eldrin usually does, meditating on the highest point available.
Seems
Okay,
very
so
much-
you're going alone to get those get the other pieces of the
No, it
the
sounded
pie,
like
right?
Eldrin and I were going.
Okay, the
Yeah.
two of you are going to get the piece of the pie. Hold on, I need to roll. As you guys head down there. Oh, okay. Nothing. You guys successfully make it down. Find the other two pieces and bring it back. It takes about half an hour. The statues have not moved. It looks like they've just completely been solidified since you walked away from them.
Okay.
And now you are back with all three pieces that you already owned.
This is probably more your purview than mine, Doctor. Well, or even Schmiegel for that matter.
Leave the dwarven stonework to the dwarf.
Alright, bring me the last 3 pieces.
He's the one that's least likely to get killed by it.
Okay, so now you have the three pieces.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach the last piece, all four statues turn their faces to face you. Only their faces.
I placed the last 3 slabs next to the fourth one.
Okay. They continue to stare at you, and they follow your every movement.
I'll ask again. Please, under the orders of the last king of this mountain, let me take these pieces and destroy whatever you've kept locked away in those mines.
I have a question, Schmigel. Don't roll anything. How strong is your faith in Moradin?
Well, Schmiegel's
Mediocre.
always kept it. Morden is like. He's kind of like the de facto god that Schmiegel has always worshipped whenever in battle. Or he's always thankful when things have gone right.
Do you believe that Moradin has your interests at heart? That Moradin is there to support you and to for the glory of the dwarven race?
Schmiegel thinks so, most definitely.
Okay. Would you entrust your own life to Moradin, entrust everything that you are, and blindly follow him with your faith, and nothing much else?
Not com-
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. The doctor
I'm
would have to
backing-
question
as I'm
Schmiegel's
backing up.
sanity if he...
What would you say, Schmigel, to that?
Not blindly, but he would put his faith in Morden.
Okay. So you're gonna go and pick up the 4 pieces?
He's gonna see what the response from the stone.
The stones are just staring at you, and they just follow your every movement. They're looking to see what you're gonna do.
I go towards to pick up the slabs.
Okay, and they continue to follow you with their faces.
Shall you follow me?
Well, they're eyeing you. Even though they don't technically have eyes, they just have their stone.
Follow me.
Okay, so you pick up the 4 pieces and the stones crumble.
Praise Morden. That was a close one.
What just happened?
Congratulations.
First they were there, then they were dust.
They just crumbled into rubble.
Now, are all the pieces...
Yeah, now you have all 4 pieces. Congratulations. The last piece is, of course, that of Dumathoin. And all 4 of the pieces, as you fit them all together and hold them in your hand, they meld together to form a stone disc.
Well, gentlemen, this is the big one. We set off on a mission to defeat whatever's inside those tombs, and we're gonna make it.
course we are.
Now, just as a notoriety, as a disclaimer, are we all in this together? Because you can all say, we shall leave it here, or pass it off to the next adventure that comes by, but I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna do what I can.
There's no chance I'm leaving at this point.
Yeah, too late for that.
Absolutely.
There's evil afoot. We might
I think
as
it'd be
well.
nice. I think it'd be nice for a long rest, though.
Another long rest? Hey boy.
A
We
short
should-
rest. Actually, a short rest is fine.
Doesn't really do anything for us. Because we can't get hit points or anything. The only way that would be useful is if we went to an inn or something. So
Oh, I
sooner,
see.
sooner we get all this done.
Okay.
We could probably report back to that main dwarf. He might be able to.
You need him.
us
You need him to open up the seal. He said the seal is attuned to the Battlehammer clan, and only someone of the Battlehammer clan has the power to use the seal to open, to use the disc to open up the seal.
So we might as well report to him first. Maybe we'll have something like potions of healing to keep us going. More steroids.
Is he still here?
He told you, as promised, he was going to wait for you
Yeah.
in return for getting his people out of the valley, which you guys have done. So you guys go back to the room where he's been waiting for you, and you open up the room, and he looks like he's in a pool of sweat from nervousness and anxiety. But he immediately sees you as you bring in the seal, and he just looks so relieved. Oh, praise the gods, you've returned.
Well, we returned. It wasn't easy.
I want to do an insight check on him and make sure he hasn't been possessed by the black ice yet.
Okay. He doesn't appear to be possessed. He appears to be just scared.
Okay.
He's like, "Are you still crazy enough to go into the dark, abandoned tunnels?"
Yeah, looks like it.
Crazy or brave, whichever you prefer. I don't mind.
As I said, I'd open the seal for you, but I gotta close it behind you. I can't take the risk.
I know.
I'll stay here. I'll open it again if it be truly ye who come back.
Do you have any
And how
potions
would
of
we
healing?
know that?
or a little worse for wear?
'Cause if you want a rest, I can make you a meal.
Does that count?
can
as
get
an
you-
rest?
Yes, it does.
There we go.
I can make you a meal. I can get you a comfortable bed for the night.
That would do
But
great.
we have to get out of this valley as soon as we can. I can't stay here any longer. This place there's madness in this place.
That would do us very well. A night's rest would surely rejuvenate us, and we could handle whatever there are in those northern tunnels.
So he goes back into the tunnels, and he opens up a couple of the rooms that have bunks that have bunks, and there's enough for all of you, for you to actually comfortably rest that night. And he makes you some dinner for the night.
There we go. Now we're brought back up to full stats.
I feel better.
Would you like to rest tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
No, we're going at it full commander style.
I got a dream sequence. This one is for the doctor.
Oh boy.
So you go to sleep, and doctor, you start you're having a dream. You are in a room. It appears that the room has been carved out of some sort of green emerald-like substance. You're not really sure what it is. On the room is an altar. On the altar is a book.
I use detect magic.
You're not in the middle of the dream. You try to cast a spell, but it doesn't seem to work very well.
I try to manually connect to the weave.
In the middle of the dream, you can't see anything,
This is very
or
strange.
your vision is obscured.
Okay. I'm gonna approach the book.
You go over to the book, and it has a big B on the cover.
Ooh, I'll do my investigation check. Or
Uh,
do I need to even check?
No, you don't have to roll. You
Okay.
look around the book. It is just. It's a very plain altar with a cloth draped over it. The book is lying just on the altar. There is a single candlestick that is the only light in the room.
All right. How much time is there left on the candle?
It looks like the candle's been burning for a while, halfway through.
Okay, I got a little time then. I guess I'll place a hand on the book.
As you reach towards it, before you even touch the book opens by itself, and the pages start whirling furiously. And it opens up, and it lands on a spell. And you see the title of the spell. You've heard rumors of a spell like this in the past, but you've never really been able to study a spell this powerful. It's called a wish spell, and that's the spell written on top of this book as you're looking at it.
My eyes get big. My eyebrows go up.
But as the more you try to read the contents of the spell itself, not the title says wish, but more you try to read the contents, the more it seems like the words themselves are escaping your understanding, like you don't even understand what language is written in. Every time you keep trying to concentrate to read the spell, but it seems like you can't.
I take a big breath, and I guess I'm gonna close the book. I guess I'm not ready to learn such a spell.
You close the book, and then a black cloud starts coming out of the book. A black cloud, smoke like substance, a cloud. And then as the cloud comes out of the book, the cloud starts forming into what seems to be like a face. And the face forms into this face kind of grows into what looks like a bald head, and it turns to you and it says, "Do you desire this power?"
Who wouldn't want to be able to cast a spell such as this?
And it says, "The power is yours if you are worthy." And you wake
I
up
shall prove
immediately
that I'm
after
worthy.
that, and you thought you were clutching a book, but you wake up and you're clutching nothing.
I'm clutching my own spell book. Damn
Yeah.
it. Oh well. What a lovely dream. I got the dream of spells again tonight. Seems like I'm the only one out of the entire group who had a good dream for a change.
The rest of you, you're not feeling too great. This place is starting to just feel a little too claustrophobic, even to you, Schmigel.
The doctor's in high spirits. I'm gonna practice my illusions. I have a miniature army battle going on in front of me.
Is that a game plan or something else?
Oh, I'm just playing around with that strategy. Too bad you don't know how to make any illusions. Eldrin, care to challenge me?
Absolutely.
So we make mini armies and we duel to the death.
Yes.
Or our armies duel to the death. I don't know if yours are just images, but I can manipulate my images and update them every millisecond if I want.
Oh, sorry.
I will lend you my power to help control your armies.
A3 to B6.
7,000 to A73.
Hey, shut up with your mouth back there. I'm trying to sleep.
I have illusion fireballs going off around Schmigel's head.
Hey.
His beard looks like it's on fire.
Okay. Whenever you guys are ready.
Okay. I guess we wait for Schmigel to wake up, since all of us are awake. He's the only one that actually has to sleep. See, this is why I can't stand waiting for dwarves. They're so slow.
So I have a question. How many second level spells do I have now? Or am I able to...
You can learn 2 since you leveled up.
You can learn to. That's not what you can cast necessarily.
You can have prepared the number equal to your wizard level plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh no, I'm
So-
talking about.
Oh, which ones you can learn?
For our
if you-
long rest, how many do I actually have right now?
Oh, you mean copying out of my book?
Or yeah, however I get them.
Okay. So you got 2 of them
Okay.
from leveling up that you would know automatically, and I would probably copy them out too and put them into mine. But you would be able to learn. I think it's like an hour per level of spell. So if we took 4 hours, you could learn 2 of mine. Unless
Okay.
I have a divination one that you can learn, which means it would take half the time. I'd have to double check it though. So, the exact times.
Well, I want invisibility and probably well, at least to get through today's adventure, invisibility and misty step.
Okay, you can copy those 2 out without any issues.
Okay.
And which ones did you learn? Because I can learn both of them.
I'm gonna have to review them before I decide.
Okay.
I'll let you
Schmigel,
know
I'm
next
assuming
week.
the pickaxe you found after being identified. Is
Oh, I
called-
never identified it.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
Okay, so
The doctor's kind of angry at us.
okay,
At
so
me,
you don't know what it is.
Yes, I'm very angry at Schmigel.
for trying to save you while you're trying to kill the entire party. But that's a different
No.
story.
No. The doctor doesn't take his rage. He apologized to Castanar and Eldrin, who he feels like would need it, but he hasn't taken your apology yet. Or you have not apologized to him for being so violent and interfering in his magical tasks. Oh, there's so many reasons a doctor could rant about you. It'll take a while for him to forgive you.
Schmigel's just got 2 bloodshot eyes as you try to explain him.
Oh, I'm not even bothering talking to you. So he wouldn't even get this.
Just give me some bloody coffee.
Coffee?
All you get is an illusion.
That I can't do.
I'll flavor the drink
Thank
with
you.
coffee.
Thank God.
The doctor counteracts it with his illusion spells, and all you taste is.
All right, let's go. Time to go to the bowels of the earth here.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yes.
how much later tonight are
to the center of the earth.
So you were talking about the pickaxe, or?
Oh no, I never identified it, so you don't know what it does.
Oh, I know, but John was talking about it.
Oh yeah. Well, if you didn't identify it, I don't know how you're gonna find out the properties of it.
Okay. But I'll go to the last Craghammer or the other dwarf.
Ah,
What was his name again?
Yorkin.
Yorkin. There we go.
He looks at it. He looks at the weapon. He's like, "Ah, you found stone knife. Where'd you find that?"
I found it way back in
It's a
where the silos
It's
were.
a legendary war pick. He's like the dwarves of yore used that to clear out impossible ore. You know it's +1 to attack and damage. It has a ×1 per day long property. And he identifies it for you.
Thank you.
It is called
tongue at the doctor.
the war pick. It's +1 to
Doctor
attack and
doesn't even
damage.
talk to you.
You have a property you can use it once per long rest as a bonus action. You can cast a level 3 shatter spell on a single target, not in a radius, that you hit with the pick. This has the ability to crack any non-magical stone. If the target is a creature, it makes a con save DC 15 versus 4d8 thunder damage. Any inorganic creature has disadvantage on a save. So it's equivalent to a level 3 shatter spell on a single target as a bonus action.
Hey, this is a fine pick. Would it be alright if I took it into the battle to to guarantee our victory?
He says, "We haven't use for it, not anymore. You take it, you keep it, for saving me people."
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
We also found a whole bunch of diamond dust in the tunnels.
And I show him a little bit of it.
Did we pack everything on the mule?
He's shocked. He's like, "Oh, I never knew of this."
There's a lot more of it.
I bring him close and I say, on the second floor to the top, there's a lever behind one of the bunks. You go find it. And the diamond dust is on the main level.
He nods excitedly.
You take that dust and you bring this mine back.
I will, my lord, I will.
Now first jobs first. Let's clear this place of ill begot.
I think you're the last one to leave the building. Everyone else is on their way.
So, the group gets down to the sealed doors. They are made out of adamantine, and there is that slot that you fit the seal into. And as you fit the seal into, Yorkim takes out a knife and makes a small cut on his finger, and he smears some of his blood in a symbol on top of the seal as the earth starts kind of shaking and the doors start opening up by themselves. And he says, we haven't broken this seal in many months. He says, I know not what you'll find on the other side, but I pray to Morden that you'll make it out alive."
Appreciated.
From the other side, you smell a stench of rotten eggs and sulfur coming from the other side, and there's a waft of heat.
Just before I go in, I take the hammer and push it aside next to the door. But it's best to be safe, not to have too much this around.
Yorkim looks at the hammer just disgustedly. It's an instrument of death and evil.
You're telling me I had to carry it.
Told you we should have burned it.
I will take care of it next. But this... Schmigel pulls out the hip pick. This is my kind of tool. Alright. Shall we, gents?
So you guys walk through these doors, and you can see Yorkim staring at you from the other side, as if he's going to see you for the very last time, as the doors just seal themselves slowly shut. And
I nod with a smile.
They close with a bang. So you guys get into this tunnel, and it is utter darkness. So you have to use your own light sources to light the way. You see that the tunnel continues down straight.
I pull out my lantern.
Is continual flame able to be cast as a ritual? Don't think
I
so.
believe so.
It can?
I believe so.
Oh, I can
Thought.
always just... Until the spell... Nope, not a ritual.
Nope. Okay. Well, I do have Lathander's Glow.
Keep
So
it
we don't
handy, there
really-
may be more undead around.
Well, it sheds light as well.
Schmigel's gonna keep his shield in front of him, ready for an attack.
Okay, so you guys slowly march down this it's a long tunnel. It's a little bit more cramped than the other tunnels you've been walking across, but it goes down, and you guys are marching for about 50 yards. The smell of sulfur gets even stronger as the heat gets even worse, and at this point you guys are actually feeling feeling more too warm. Before it was the valley was a decent temperature. It wasn't the freezing cold of Icewind Dale, but at this point you guys are feeling like it's getting a little hot as you continue down this tunnel.
Schmigel just hears a little whistle coming from his eye. Oh, is the tea on?
So the marching order, Schmiegel's in front, correct?
Yeah.
All right, Schmiegel. As you continue to march down, you're watching at your feet, and you notice that the tunnel breaks away, and the floor just completely disappears. And then you notice that before you is a huge room, a huge chasm, and it opens up to a huge cavern. You can't even see where the ceiling of the cavern is. You look down into the chasm, and you can see that the tunnel itself forms a path that spirals into the chasm.
My God.
You look all around you, and there is unrefined black ice.
More than
All right, Schmigel, get out of here.
It's
Yeah, keep my
completely
distance, just-
it's completely silent over here. So this as the tunnel ends and opens up to this huge chamber, the path of the tunnel starts spiraling into the chasm, like in circles, around and around. With each circle getting smaller, but the chasm itself is over 100 feet across, and you can't even. The ceiling is very high. You can't see how high it is.
So, shall we try to cross it with a grappling hook or go down and go back up again?
You can follow the path which goes in a spiral inward. It goes deeper and deeper in circles.
Alright, that's the right thing that a rock that brings about insanity would want you to do.
I do an insight on Schmigel every once in a while.
Make sure that dwarf doesn't go insane.
I'm not that deft.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I haven't had the rage to kill the doctor just yet.
Yeah.
It happens every once in a while, especially
Yeah.
the way he is right now.
As you look back, there's two doctors.
I had both of them. Schmigel blinks.
They both
Okay.
are moving identically next
So
to
you
each other.
guys, are you guys following down this the path that's spiraling?
I have one question before we do. Have we passed another sunset? Because my staff recharges at sunset.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means we've been down here for 2-3 days.
I think
Damn.
so. 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days seems about right.
I'm sure some really bad stuff is happening above ground about now.
Probably. And these are my new rolls.
Nice. Pays to be a divination guy.
It's fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So you guys are continuing down the spiral?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a charisma saving throw from Schmigel and from Castanar.
Oh, are you guys still holding that black ice?
I'm not. I never
No,
have
there's-
been.
There's unrefined ice here.
I think I got rid of my eyes, but
No, but there's unrefined black ice here.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Oh, that's the second throw there.
Okay, you both failed the saving throw. As you are walking down this spiral, Schmigel and Castanar, you feel that your mind starts getting very fuzzy, and you start feeling a sense of panic. And you look around you, and your companions start looking to you like demons and undead, and you get compelled to take out your weapon and attack them. Just as you're about to reach for your weapon, as suddenly as that feeling came on, it disappears.
Did I notice that as I was in?
Yeah, you notice
Inside?
these guys are behaving strangely, but very suddenly they just snap out of it.
Yeah.
I'm flexing my fingers.
doctor,
Mm-hmm. Actually, he's not paying attention to you. Sorry.
Well, you already said uh-huh. If I start acting strange, you know what to do, right?
He looks at you. Of course, I know how to put down a rabid animal.
You guys hear a voice in all of your heads. Consider that a gift.
Yeah.
A gesture of goodwill. Come, find me, it says. And it is the same voice that spoke to you when you guys were fighting the Coatl in a temple.
Why don't I feel so much goodwill from that gesture?
Both doctors say at the same time. Maybe it's because it's not filled with good gesture.
It's just toying with us right now.
So how can we?
Oh, well, you guys are continuing down along this spiral path.
We should probably address this situation.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I don't know.
Wax
Okay, I
it,
push
ears?
Sniggle off into the.
Okay, there we go. One problem down. Who's the Arwen that was hallucinating?
You are. You think there's two of you.
Oh no, I have minor illusion cast as an illusionary duplicate of myself.
I don't see it. You think there's two of you.
Which one are you talking to?
The only one I see.
No, you see two of them.
As you continue down this spiral, it just goes deeper into the chasm, and the chasm itself looks like it's almost 200 feet deep with this spiral going around it. The ledge of the spiral gets a little bit thinner, and it's harder to traverse, and you're kind of watching out that you don't slip and fall. You turn a dangerous corner, and the voice comes back, and it says, "Do you think it is a coincidence that you are here in this very spot at this very time? Do you think it is a coincidence that that letter was delivered to you?" As you continue along the path.
Smeagol shakes his head.
Do you think it was a coincidence that an old ranger has come to possession of a powerful knife made of black ice? Do you?
This is in Castanor's head?
This is in all of your heads.
Oh.
Black ice knife. What do you mean by that?
It doesn't seem to respond to you speaking to it, but it continues to speak to you. It says, "Do you think it is a coincidence? Powerful spellbook you are searching for just happens to be here in the lands of Icewind Dale."
Actually, no, I tracked it down. It's most certainly a coincidence.
Such coincidences do not happen.
Of course they do. Happen all the time. I'm a man that believes in the coincidence.
You guys continue down this spiral until finally you get to the end of the spiral, which ends at the very bottom of the chasm.
I'm gonna keep having a pleasant conversation with this voice in my head.
Well, he says things, but he doesn't seem to respond to what you say to him, no matter how even if you say nasty things to him. He doesn't seem to have a two-way conversation with you. It just seems like he's talking at you.
I think you have a very large head.
Has a conversation with a crazy person or entity.
You get you get to the bottom of the chasm, and it ends in a hole. The hole is about 50 feet wide in diameter. It's circular with some jagged edges, and there is a ladder that is on the edge of the hole.
There's a hole in the world tonight. Okay,
You look down the hole, and it's just utter darkness.
Investigation of the area around the hole. Does it look like the one that we saw before in the Nexus?
It looks slightly different. It does not look like. It doesn't look so circular. It looks like it's more. It looks more like it's something that's more natural.
Okay.
So no I don't sense any magic around.
You do sense magic in this whole cavern.
I prepare to
Where the
detect
black
magic.
where the black ice is, there's magic all over.
I use a detect magic ritual spell. If people
We'll
are
wait.
gonna wait for me.
We'll wait.
Well, there's magic in black ice.
Yeah, but now I can identify the school that it's from.
It's not a magic school.
What? Blasphemy.
It's simply
undermined his entire.
it's
theory
simply
of
not a magic school.
Blasphemy.
It's magic derived from minerals, damn it.
This means the doctor can take control of the weave and rule the world.
You need to become a geomancer in order to understand it.
Damn, I only learned from chronomancers and pyromancers and illusionmancers back at Candlekeep.
Even I know about runes yet.
Even the occasional psychomancer.
That explains everything.
There used to be something called a cheesemancer. Like in real life, it existed where people used to try to predict the future from the way cheese rots or something. No, it's a real thing.
I had a friend who, in the course of a D&D game, became a frogmancer.
I won't ask.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, the only way further is down this ladder, really, because you can't even tell what's the bottom of this.
Okay. I say we send in the arrow fodder first.
My familiar.
I was talking about the mule. Okay, sure, that works too.
You know, I can just say you can carry your own damn garbage, you know that.
Actually, the doctor's carrying everything of importance except that spell scroll that you took from him.
Say you're missing one thing.
You're only carrying one thing of importance to the doctor. And the second you drop that, sure, go ahead. He'll agree with you.
I will keep leaf shade on my shoulder, maybe backpack or something. And he does have advantage on listening checks.
Okay.
Yeah, Strax is with me as well, but he's still staying under my hat, out of sight. He likes sleeping up there. Keeps my head nice and warm.
But he's cold-blooded.
He's a dragon. Dragons have, like, fire in their bellies.
Alright, what is the marching order going down the ladder?
I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say.
We can't see the bottom, you said?
You can't see the bottom, it's so far down. It just goes into darkness.
Even if we toss a torch down it?
The torch just goes on for a while until it's out of your sight. So it's definitely greater than 60 feet.
Who got a ladder? How is this ladder attached, or what is it made of?
The ladder is made out of rope and wood. The way that is attached on the edge of the hole is that there's spikes driven into the ground.
You want to go one at a time?
Sure. Well, okay.
The ladder seems very sturdy. The spikes are driven with metal onto the stone.
And how old is it?
It doesn't look that old. It looks fairly new. It looks like the wood itself doesn't look like it's rotten or breaking, as it would be true if it were ancient. It looks like somebody recently put this ladder down.
But it's been sealed for months.
Yeah. Well, it's at least some months, but you don't see much degradation on a ladder over a few months. Or it could be that somebody else put it.
Is it humid down in here too?
It is hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Is it humid though?
Um,
Because humidity would.
I think it would. Yeah, I think it would be humid if you're able to tell the difference. You're
Because that
certain.
would make me a little bit more suspicious of the strength of this thing. Perhaps I should go first. I'd probably, if it is going to be weakened at some point, I'd be probably one better likely to be able to not fall.
Here, I'm gonna have an illusionary copy of someone going down above you, just above you. In case they aim for someone, maybe they'll aim for him instead.
As you guys are kind of discussing this ladder, the voice comes back and it says, "I did not spend all that effort to get you here only to kill you with a broken ladder."
I say back to it, well, welcome back. Well, you never know, a mad genius might just do something so cheap. I know I would.
The evil entity is angry. And it's... Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yes, that's a good one. I did not bring you here to kill you with a rope ladder.
Alright then. Let's get going then.
So, I say back to the entity, so does this mean if we jump, you'll catch us?
He doesn't respond. Probably you have to try it.
Why don't you go
I think
for
you
it,
should
Doctor?
jump. I think you should jump, Schmigel.
I think you should jump first. You're the one who asked that question.
I'm not the one who has faith in Morden.
Okay. Just because I have faith in one god doesn't mean I'm gonna make fun of everybody else.
Alright, arrow fodder, down you go.
Okay, you guys start traversing down this ladder. It's sturdy, but it does start swaying a little bit as you guys have made it more than 100 feet down the ladder, and you can feel that it's even the slightest motion makes it sway a little bit, but it holds true. And you continue down this ladder. You don't even know how long it goes. You spend a good 40 minutes just climbing down this ladder. It has to be at least 500 feet by the time you get near the bottom. After climbing for a while, you realize that the tunnel you're in starts opening up into a huge chasm. And you can and you're out in more of open air. And you finally get to the bottom of the ladder, and you're on solid ground. You look around you, and it's complete darkness except for one thing. Far off in the distance, you can see some sort of blinking light, and it's high. It seems to be a higher elevation than you are. You look around you, and you're in some ruins.
That's interesting.
Let me...
Can I do a history check?
The ruins seem to be very old. They are very badly dilapidated. You can do a history check. See if you can identify. You look at the architecture of the ruins. They're vaguely elven in appearance, but you can't pinpoint it.
The research I would have done into Icewind Dale wouldn't have hinted at any ancient civilizations.
No mention of what this could be.
You said there's elven ruins on the wall?
These ruins look like they vaguely look elven, the architecture.
Okay. Can I read them?
There's no writing.
Okay. Underground elves. Never a good sign.
You have researched drow in the past. They don't look like drow.
Okay.
You researching Icewind Dale, you did come across some information about what drow are like and what their homes are like, whatever is known. This looks a little bit different. You can't pinpoint what kind of elves could have built this.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue exploring a bit.
Oh, I was trying to upload. Forget it. This picture's never going to upload. But anyway, you walk around and you notice curiously that there are a couple of towers emerging from the ground, like 6 or 7 towers, as you go deeper into these ruins. These towers have absolutely no entrance from the floor. They just kind of protrude up into the ground, and you look up to them, they look like they're onion-shaped on the top. And they're on stilts, but there's no way to enter the tower from the ground. As you go a little bit deeper, you notice that that blinking light that you saw earlier is coming from one of these towers.
I keep my shield and axe ready.
I have that duplicate of myself. I changed it to look like another elven rogue that happens to be traveling with us. Everybody meet George.
You know it can read minds, right?
Yes, but other goblins or something that might pop out might not.
It's gonna want to kill us with its own hands. At least I think so.
Assuming it wants to kill us. I'm more likely thinking it wants us to get it out of here since it's been sealed in here, whatever it or he or whatever is.
I should challenge it to a battle of doctors' armies. That's what I'm naming the game we played, Eldrin. Doctors' armies.
I like it.
I still haven't made up all the rules yet.
Cautiously, ever so cautiously step forward.
You guys are walking around this ruin. The architecture seems to be a little weird, but it is so ancient. It's some of it you can barely even tell it was once part of some sort of civilized area. A lot of it just looks like it's natural cavern. That's how badly broken down most of the architecture is. But what is strangely standing are these 6 or 7 towers that go up into the air. The towers are at least 100 feet high. And there's no visible entrance of these towers. As you circle around, they are on what appears to be just stilts that go up into the air.
Does it look like something that could be broken?
Probably with a lot of effort, yeah, it could be broken.
Like with that pickaxe?
Possibly.
Okay.
But these stilts themselves, they're pretty thick. They're like 40 or 50 feet in diameter. So that pickaxe alone couldn't break it. You probably have to really mine them out or something. So you guys, if you guys spend enough time, it'll be a couple of hours, but if you spend all that time, you circle the entire bottom of the cave floor, and there's no exit from this area.
Okay.
Where are you?
It's got a beacon, I presume.
Yeah, you said we saw a tower with lights on it, right?
Yeah, one of the tower has a blinking red light on the top. You don't know what's creating that light. It's over 100 feet away.
So I would assume that is where whoever brought us down here, where he wants us to go. Shall we entertain him?
You guys don't know even how you're going to get up there. This tower is 100 feet in the sky with on the stilt. This pillar.
Eldrin's pretty strong and he can spider climb. He can carry us up one by one.
You could do that.
Yep.
Probably even 2 by 2.
One on each shoulder.
Yep. With those gauntlets here, oh yeah. You could just walk up the wall with spider climb.
How tall are the towers?
They are at least 100 feet. They're all of varying lengths, but even the shortest one is about 100 feet.
Okay, that's a little bit further than the rope I have available.
Don't we all have like 100 feet of rope?
I have 50. I don't know about everybody else.
You have the rope, but you wouldn't. It'd be challenge. If you can tie the ropes together, you can get up there.
Shame I don't know how to fly. How about... Well, here. Eldrin, since you're the best at climbing, would you like to scout ahead and check what's up there?
Yeah, I'll spider climb up.
Okay. Which tower are you going up? One of the other towers, or the tower with the red light?
I think one of the other ones would be good. Okay, well, can you see around the room from them, or would it, or is that the only light source? Like, if you went up to the outer top, you wouldn't be able to see anything because it's so dark.
It's completely dark. The only lights that you have are the lights you bring in, and that red light that's glowing from that's blinking from one of the.
Well, how about we entertain him? Eldrin, I think the one with the red light is the most obvious path to take, but be careful. It's very likely a trap.
You think?
I believe so. I think it has a very high probability. Somewhere in the range of 80%. You could check one of the other ones, but it seems like they'll be unlikely to have anything of interest up there. And you won't be able to see much from there.
Is there some way we can shield our dwarven friends from a mind connection?
I don't know. Is there?
I don't know.
Don't worry, we just have to put down the rabbit animal should he turn on us.
Don't we have 2 rabbit animals?
Well,
I
Castanar
don't know
said.
that we have any animals.
Okay, so you spider climb up.
Alright.
It takes quite some time climbing up this tall tower, but you spider climb your way up the tower. And on top of the tower, there is a platform. The platform opens up to a. There's a room. It looks like some sort of enclosure. It's sealed with 2 stone doors, and on top of the platform, there's a pedestal with a red gem on it, and you can see that this red gem is blinking with a red light.
Okay. Can they hear me?
You're over 100 feet up. You're over 100 feet away from them.
Let me check here. $120 feet. I'll try to whisper to the doctor. Let him know what I see.
Okay. Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay.
All right. How about take a closer look at that gem, but be wary.
Yeah, you mean detect magic?
Technically, you could have learned that, but
I know. I'll investigate.
As you approach the gem, it shatters into pieces
Oh, great.
in a flash of light. Very bright light. It just shatters.
yes, Castanar.
Oh.
I think something bad happened up there.
Is he still
Do I
up there?
see anything with my dark vision?
Well, I guess suppose you take out a torch or something like that, and you can see that there's an enclosure. It's surrounding some sort of building on the platform. There are 2 stone doors,
Yeah.
double stone doors that are closed.
Yeah, I'll listen at the doors.
Beyond the doors, you can hear some chanting in a language you don't understand. It's a rhythmic kind of chanting.
You have the
I
comprehend
will,
language
yeah,
ritual.
I will.
For you.
I will ritual cast comprehend language.
Okay, you spend some time to cast the comprehensive language to try to comprehend, and as you are spending time to cast your ritual, a voice enters your head.
Oh,
And it
great.
says, "Don't waste the time. Just come in. Do you wish to see?" Do you continue the ritual?
Yeah.
So this voice is separate from whatever's chanting. And then after the voice says to you, I am summoning a demon. And then after you finish your ritual, you start hearing that this is the language is saying things like burn in the pits of the nine hell, arise, arise, Prince Heir 2. Things along those lines, consistent with what the voice has just told you.
Okay, I tell the doctor they're summoning a fiend or beast of some kind. Is there a way to go in from down below?
No, there's no entrances from below. The only entrance that you've seen is from above those stone doors on the platform that you're standing on.
Well, it looks like you're gonna have to drop a rope down. We're gonna have
Yeah,
to crash.
let's climb up. Let's do a climb.
Okay. You drop a rope down, and to climb up this rope, I do need an athletics.
Can't he just pull us up the rope with his awesome gauntlets?
I still need athletics to hold on to the rope
Tie rope
from
around you.
each person.
I'll tie the rope around my waist. just to be safe.
I'll actually climb.
I'll climb.
Okay, that's enough.
That's why I have it tied around my waist.
Doctor,
And
you
I
slip
technically
down,
thought-
but you managed to hold. You managed to hold to grab a
Everybody
hold.
pulls up for you.
Yeah.
That's why I had it tied around my waist.
So we can haul them up like a sack of potatoes.
And I still have half speed, right?
Yeah, you have half speed. That's mostly pertaining to combat. Out of combat, your feet are in a lot of pain. This is even after the rest. So you guys are all on top of the platform. After the last of you gets on top of the platform, the stone doors open by themselves, and the voice says to you, "Come in, and you shall find the secret to the legacy of the crystal shard."